couple weeks, but there's really not much wind. You look at that radar, though, it's coming. The rain is coming probably in about a half an hour or so. But you see some sunny skies over the horizon, over the scoreboard out there to the west. So, but the rain is coming from the southeast, which is behind us. We can't see that, but hopefully the field will be able to take it. We know that, right? It's field turf, so the footballs get a little wet, and maybe that'll play an advantage for the Mustangs. You never know.
This place is packed tonight. We mentioned it's homecoming. Alexandra Pecan, the homecoming queen, here tonight, and the captain's getting ready to take it to the 50-yard line. Band still finishing up as well. This one of 3 Big 7 conference games going on tonight. Greater Latrobe at Trinity. That's a huge game. Could decide a playoff spot in the Big 7 Conference. McKeesport on the road at Ringgold. Of course, Thomas Jefferson here at Laurel Highlands. Around the region tonight, Uniontown up in Somerset County. They're playing Windber. Brownsville hosting Berlin Brothers Valley, another Somerset County team. Connellsville hosting Hampton. Fraser at Leechburg. Some big games in the Tri-County South tonight as well, including Mapletown at California and West Green at Monessen.
You got a drone flying over the field, Brian. I don't know if you see that or not.
I do.
Yeah.
Not sure what the drone's doing up there. Just probably taking some photos tonight.
Could be a filming thing for maybe that's the way TJ films the game. That'd be a great view.
You're right
from
on that.
Above the field.
And see, this is one of the first times I remember them actually bringing in temporary bleachers for the Thomas Jefferson band out to the left. That's not something we've seen in quite some time as well.
Yeah.
Band off to the left.
It's a big crowd,
Yep.
and there's a pretty big crowd to my left, Brian. I know you can't see it, but up on the hill, people have brought their lawn chairs, and it's it's a nice festive atmosphere. And of course, there's people up there. They'll be quick to the exits if it starts raining, but hopefully they all brought some umbrellas, and should be. The weather's decent right now. Like I said, it's beautiful, and the sun's setting over to the west, and it's a great night for high school football. Hopefully we get a great game.
Take a 60-second timeout. Be back with the opening kickoff right after this here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Family owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
Myers Beer and Wine Market on Connellsville Street is now open. Choose your favorite domestic or imported, available in 15, 12, and 6-packs, or take a single bottle to go. Stop in, order a sandwich, and enjoy a cold one in their newly renovated seating area. Great food, lottery, and friendly service. Myers Beer and Wine Market, 180 Connellsville. Open Monday through Friday, 6 to 10. Saturday and Sunday, 7 to 10. Grill hours, 8 to 2. Monday through Saturday. Don Arthur, owner.
Back here at Mustang Field, Laurel Highlands will get the football first. Thomas Jefferson won the coin toss. They've deferred. The Mustangs will defend the goal to our left. Mustangs in their home blues. White numbers, red trim. Thomas Jefferson, the away whites with black numbers and gold trim. So, looks like, Steve, they're not going to have the play clocks here tonight.
On the field.
Hey, boy, we got problems every week with those play clocks, don't we?
They actually do have mics on the officials tonight. Head referee Joe Kulik, head linesman Jim Davis, field judges Derek Sullivan, umpire Ron Gregory, line judge is Tyler Bergman, and the side judge is Matt Georges.
Well, Brian, I got a little scoop, as I always do, from defensive coach Coach Edenfield, Chris Edenfield, and he's nice enough to give me a little bit of his take on what he thinks happened. He's basically tells me it's a typical TJ team with big linemen, but like you said, they may a little more pass happy than normal, so they'll throw it a little more than they usually do. And as in the past, LH is always geared up for the run, but this time they're going to kind of look for a little pro-style play-action stuff, and they'll run a lot of counter traps. So defensively, they're a 4-4 team. They'll blitz occasionally, and he thinks the Mustangs may struggle with that. They struggle against the blitz. They have a hard time protecting Gallagher. But one thing, Brian, if they blitz and Gallagher slips away from them, then usually, with a empty front line, past the line, he might have some room to run.
Andy Graham will kick off here for Thomas Jefferson. Ball in the near hash mark, the 40-yard line. Rodney Gallagher back deep to receive for the Mustangs, and Graham will angle it back on the far side. That would go to Hunter Kuzier at the 10-yard line, and Kuzier crossed the 20, flag on the play. As Hunter takes it back to the 24-yard line, but we'll check the flag, which came in here from the near side.
Kuzier on the return.
What do you think we got here, Steve?
Well, it's usually a block in the back, but we'll see what, almost 80-90% of the time on a kick, it's an illegal block in the back. Let's see what the call is. I did not see any infractions, but that doesn't mean there wasn't one.
Against the Mustangs.
Yeah. So that'll send us back a little bit, so it's a little longer field.
A blindside block called there against the Mustangs.
Yeah.
And that came in, as we said, Steve, way away from the ball.
And that the official's microphone did not work. if he tried to, I don't know if he tried to turn it on, but it did not register up here at least, did it?
No, it did not. So the Mustangs will start from their own 12-yard line. Jaden Tucker to the right of Rodney Gallagher.
Another
flag coming in as Hunter Kuzier came in motion.
And Gallagher is screaming. They might have too many men on the field.
Illegal participation. They had 12 guys on the field for the opening play from scrimmage.
Kuzier getting an earfeel from the coach.
So now you go back from the 12 back to the 7-yard line. They would have started the drive right around the 25 if it wasn't for the
not the start
penalties.
we're looking for.
No, back-to-back penalties before they run a play from scrimmage. So Rodney out of the shotgun. Handoff goes up the middle to Jaden Tucker between the tackles, and Jaden able to get 2 up to the 9-yard line, and that'll bring up, second down and about 8. It was first and 10, then first and 15 after the penalty, so now it will be second down and 13.
Gain of 3.
After all of that.
Stop by Hutchinson.
Hutchinson with a tackle
TJ in their traditional black pants. Sometimes they wear gold, but they have black pants, white shirts, a little black on the sleeves, black numbers, black helmets.
Gallagher back out of the shotgun. 3 receivers, 2 to the near side. Looks to throw, nothing on the far side. Comes back to the near side, throws on the run, and had that intended for Caleb Rayful, but threw it out of bounds on the far side. I'll bring up third down and 13.
That was intended to land on the track because he was not trying to hit Rayful there. He threw it away, and not much room for Gallagher to run. They were pretty much containing him pretty well, and don't think for a second they don't know all about him. So they're gonna make sure. I'm sure that. They're going to make sure he's tries to try to keep him riled in the pocket.
Triple right formation on this 3rd and 12 from the Mustang 9. Rodney looking deep far side as a man. It's Antoine Black on the run. Inside the 40, inside the 30. And Antoine Black is going to go 90 yards for a Laurel Highlands touchdown.
Wow, Aiden Whalen in coverage, and he just ran away from Whalen. And Black, good move to put him at receiver. And that's a big play for the Mustangs.
We talked about that change, Steve, coming in. Black is a wide out. Tucker in as a running back, and a 90-yard touchdown pass. Rodney Gallagher to Antoine Black coming here at the 11:01 mark of the opening quarter, just 59 seconds in. So you had a couple of those fouls to start the game. Well, just took one 90-yard play for the Mustangs to get on the scoreboard.
Yeah, Black just slipped by everybody in a beautiful, high, lofting pass and a good kick that time. He kicked it over the band. He drilled that one.
So 59 seconds in, it's a 7-0 lead for Laurel Highlands over Thomas Jefferson, and we're back at 60 here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
NovaCare Rehabilitation is now in Masontown. Using a personalized plan of care and one-on-one sessions, NovaCare gives you an advantage in rehabilitation. Dr. Haley Cruiser and our professional staff are certified to use industry-leading treatments, including LVST Big Therapy for Parkinson's disease, which increases mobility, improves balance, and decreases time necessary to complete tasks. These services supplement NovaCare's exceptional orthopedic, concussion, and vestibular dysfunction resources. For more information or to schedule an appointment, call our new Masontown office on Route 21 McClellantown Road at 724-491-5220. McClure & Wolf, certified public accountants, your full-service accounting firm serving the tri-state area since 1926, is conveniently located at 538 Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Offering tax, accounting, auditing, payroll, management advisory, and estate planning services, McClure & Wolf is recognized as an industry leader in providing their clients with quality professional services. To find out more about their services, visit them online at www.mcclurewolfcpas.com or give them a call at 724-437-2000 for McClure & Wolf, certified public accountants.
Back here at Mustang Field, Rodney Gallagher, 90-yard touchdown pass to Antoine Black. Technically, it was a 3-play, 88-yard drive. Took 59 seconds off the clock, and the Mustangs strike first up 7-0.
We were just talking about here, the guys keeping score. They got a little displacement up there in the press box, so we got the Laurel Highlands guys keeping score. And I was just laughing. I said, they had to pull what that Indiana coach did. Was that against Ohio State or Michigan?
Onside kick right after.
No, wait, I'll let this play go.
Kickoff going back to the 5-yard line, and the Jags bringing it out from the far side with a pretty good return right down to the 30, and that's where Thomas Jefferson will start.
And I may be wrong on this, but I know it was Indiana, and they got a lead on it was either Ohio State or Michigan. It was one of the teams where they never beat, right? And the coach, they got a lead 7-0. They scored first. Coach called a timeout. Put his whole team came out in the field, and they took a picture with the scoreboard behind them that they were winning 7-0.
Wasn't Lee Corso coaching that Indiana team?
It might have been Lee Corso. Yeah, that was a lot. That's pretty funny.
That sounds like something he would do, though.
Yeah.
So Brody Evans under center. Now the officials coming here again. Aiden Whalen lined up as the tailback. We're going to get a timeout called here.
Maybe that's what they're going to do.
So timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. Clock's still rolling for some reason. Mustangs up 7-0. We're back in 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
At Montgomery Medical, they have a team of dedicated medical providers for you to meet. Led by Dr. Marcy Goyes, trust their 50 years of combined experience for the best results in primary care. Newborns to elderly, minor illness or injury, as well as wellness and physical exams. Same-day appointments available for acute care as well. Montgomery Medical, a family tradition of family medicine. Hours available from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Friday, and 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. on Saturday. Located at 100 Ridgeview Drive, Suite 3, Smithfield, Pennsylvania, 15478. Call 724-569-8100 or visit montymed.com to schedule your appointment today. That's 724-569-8100 or visit montymed.com to schedule your appointment today. Now accepting new patients.
The first down handoff went to Aiden Whalen, and he was stood up in the backfield for a 2-yard loss back at the 28-yard line.
Billy Barton with a big-time tackle.
Loss of 3 on the play.
Brian, look at the sun to the left there. That's a beautiful sky.
Pretty sunset tonight.
Yeah.
And a nice start for the Mustangs as well.
That might have been the best tackle we've seen all year from a Mustang player.
Good penetration. Crowd fired up, and Laurel Highlands up 7-0.
They don't have it on the scoreboard, so do we have any idea who called the timeout? If it was the Mustangs or the Jaguars?
No, we do not. We did not get an indication of that. So now 2nd and 12. Go back to Whalen again, and once again he's hit behind the line and driven back for a 2-yard loss. About a gang tackle there, Steve, initiated by Caden Friel.
No, that was Brad Smith, number 68. I got the binoculars on him, Brian, and he was the first Mustang there, and then he had a host of fellow Mustangs in there. So the Mustangs playing some pretty good defense and making the Jaguars go backwards.
Now 3rd and 15. We mentioned coming in Thomas Jefferson, a perfect 28-0 all time.
Well, we got 3 guys out here to the left and only one. Okay, now we got two defenders.
Little banana bunch out to the left. The quarterback Evans fumbles the football. He got back on it, but a knee was down, so he'll lose 2 back to the 23-yard line. So Thomas Jefferson run 3 plays, all for negative yards. And by the way, Steve, that 90-yard touchdown pass from Gallagher to Antoine Black was the first touchdown the Laurel Highlands has scored against Thomas Jefferson since 2015.
Wow. First touchdown we scored against them since 2015.
And they played every year.
Yeah.
Now you have Andy Graham into punt, standing back at the 8-yard line on this 4th and 17. Snap a little high coming back. Graham gets it away.
Wow, good
Pretty punt. And Gallagher will let it go. And now and will get downed here by the Jags at the 24-yard line. So Laurel Highlands will start 1st and 10 when we come back. Mustangs with the football and a 7-0 lead. 8:35 left here in the first. We're back in 30 here in the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 is a veterans organization located in Fayette County since 1950. They are proud to advertise on WMBS sports programs and to contribute to veterans hospitals, local sports teams, and scouting organizations. The 12th annual Frank L. Musica Golf Tournament held in September was a huge success. The Catholic War Veterans would like to thank all of the sponsors, volunteers, and golfers for helping out with the event. The Catholic War Veterans also invite you to check out their stand on the Haunted Sheepskin Trail in October. The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood.
From the Laurel Highlands 24, Gallagher scrambling out near side, nothing there, looks to run, takes it up the middle, and gets 2 up to the 26-yard line to bring up 2nd down and 8. It's one of those plays, Steve, we talked a lot about last week. Nothing on the field. Sometimes your best play is a run for
That's
run.
the best play in our book. I mean, I know we threw an 80-yard touchdown, but you look at that play, and if a coach looks at that on film, he's got 4 receivers going down the field that are all being covered. If Gallagher slips through that first that line of scrimmage, he has 30 yards of open field to run.
2nd and 8 now from the 26. Keandre coming in motion. They fake the jet sweep. Rod keeps
Fumble.
himself. He lost the football, and TJ scoops it up. And we're going to have a scoop and score coming back. Touchdown, Cam Egerton. Egerton, a 26-yard fumble return for a touchdown after Gallagher coughed it up.
Well, that's just unfortunate. Usually he keeps the ball and goes with it, but I don't know if there was an exchange problem there or he just dropped it. I couldn't really see it. There was a lot of traffic there.
Happens that quickly, Steve. I was surprised that in the skirmish for that football that all of the Jags managed to stay on their feet. Nobody had a knee down before Egerton picked up the footballs. The extra point from Graham is good, and it's a 7-7 game now. At the 7:50 mark of the opening quarter, Cam Egerton, 26-yard scoop and score. We're knotted up at 7, back at 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair. Currently in their 59th year of providing quality, reliable service to the community, Ted Silva & Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They will gladly blueprint your vehicle for repair, and they will work with your insurance company. With a paint booth that utilizes the environmentally friendly waterborne paint process, Ted Silva & Son not only cares for our community and our children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it is the goal of Ted Silva & Son to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way possible. Family owned and operated for 59 years. Call 724-437-2351 for Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair, LLC. Proud to sponsor local high school sports.
So lots of big plays here in the opening 4 minutes plus. 90-yard touchdown pass, Rodney Gallagher to Antoine Black. Then Cam Egerton, 26-yard fumble return for a touchdown. Scoop and score after Rodney Gallagher coughed up the football. Graham added the extra point. We're tied at 7. Now Graham will send it away here for Thomas Jefferson.
2 game-changing, momentum-changing plays. One
Graham,
for each team.
Again, angles it over to Hunter Kuzier on the run at the 22. Hunter picks it up and was able to break an ankle tackle, come to the near side, and he's going the wrong way. And Hunter tackled back right around the 20, and that's where the Mustangs will start 1st and 10.
Well, let's see if we can
Kuzier on the return.
go make another big play in our favor this time, in the Mustangs' favor. Let's see what happens.
Stop by Dyhorn.
Our live video stream here today, courtesy of Ford of Uniontown and South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon. Appreciate their support and all of our sponsors here tonight on homecoming at Laurel Highlands High School.
Yeah, big crowd in the press box tonight, isn't there?
Yes, we have another penalty there, Steve. I didn't even see the flag, but they're going to march it off.
Yeah.
That's twice on kick returns. We've had infractions against Laurel Highlands.
Didn't even see him signal anything. Of course,
Penalty flag on the play.
Didn't see a signal, didn't even see the initial flag.
Penalty will move the ball back to the 10-yard line.
Now back to the 10. Mustangs operate out of the shotgun. Gallagher with Jaden Tucker to his left. Twin receivers to the near side. Now Keandre comes in motion. He'll fake the jet sweep. Inside handoff goes to Tucker looking for running room. Gets 2, maybe 3 up to the 13-yard line. Brought down on the play by Michael Hutchinson of Thomas Jefferson.
Tucker on the carry.
Bring up 2nd down and 7. At least after that 10-yard penalty, Steve, he didn't start 1st and 20. He started 1st and
Correct.
10. It's now 2nd and 7. Mustangs break the huddle. Laurel Highlands operating left to right as we described it. Brian Morozak along with Steve Super. Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. Sarah Camp behind the camera tonight. 2nd and 7. Gallagher takes the snap. Hangs in the pocket. Pressure coming from the backside. Scrambles near side. Lob throw intended for Keandre. And Keandre had it. Couldn't bring it down. Coverage on the play from Thomas Jefferson. Sean Sullivan. Almost had that one, Steve.
All right, you're gonna beat. If you're gonna beat TJ, you got to make that catch. You got to make. You got to make all those plays that are. One would say, oh, that's a nice catch, but you can't just drop one, and that one's a drop. I mean, there was a little traffic there, but Keandre needs to make that catch.
Now 3rd down and 7. 6:58 left here in the opening quarter. Game tied at 7. Gallagher again out of the gun. Tucker to his right. Twin receivers to each side. Now Hunter Kuzier comes in motion. Resets in the slot right, setting up a triple right formation as Gallagher takes the snap. Flushed again to the near side. Throws on the run. Has a man open. Keandre and has it on the run. Keandre to Shields is loose, and he might go down the near sideline, inside the 20, inside the 10, and another long touchdown for the Mustangs. This one 87 yards from Rodney Gallagher to Keandre to Shields. Big George said, look out for a big game from Keandre. And here we go, Steve. Mustangs back in the lead, up 13-7.
No flags, which is great, and Big George waving that foam finger all the way down there in Delaware, and he's got to be happy with that one. That was a beautiful throw, good catch, and he broke a tackle, an ankle-style tackle. They were trying to trip him up, and he was able to keep his feet, and once he got by that initial tackler, there was nobody in front of him, in between him and the goal line.
So the Mustangs have touchdown passes of 90 and 87 yards here in the opening 5.5 minutes, and Radcliffe adds the extra points, and it's 14-7, Laurel Highlands over TJ. Just a wild start, 6:44 left here in the first, and we're back in 60 here on the C.R. Brana Group High School Sports Night.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes of SWGI Specialists, extending best wishes to our Fayette County teams. Our providers and staff all live locally and are committed to fulfilling the digestive health needs of our community. We encourage everyone at age 50 to get a screening colonoscopy because preventing cancer is the best way to fight cancer. Call 724-437-7677 or visit us at swgispecialists.com.
Fayette County Recorder of Deeds John Marietta would like to wish the best of luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, the Uniontown Red Raiders, and all of our local high school football teams this year, and invite you to listen to his show here on WMBS every Tuesday at 3:15 and Wednesday at 4:15. This message has been paid for by John Marietta for We the People.
Back here at Mustang Field, Rodney Gallagher to Keandre to Shields. 87-yard touchdown pass. The Mustangs with TD passes of 90 and 87. We're still only here at the 6:44 mark of the opening quarter as Harry Radcliffe gets set to kick off again for the Mustangs. Be a short one coming here on the near side and off one hop. Picked up here at the 22-yard line, and a big-time tackle. And that was Rodney Gallagher tripping up Jason Salmon.
Well, let's see. Last time the Jaguars had the football offensively, they went backwards.
Correct.
They went backwards three plays, and all 4 plays were negative, I believe. They got tackled in the backfield twice, and then they fumbled a snap, and he tried to pick it up, and he was on a knee when he did, so they had to punt. And then the Mustangs, of course, fumbled away, and they had a scoop and score, but that's 2 big plays for the Mustangs.
Brody Evans under center as they bring Ryan Lowry in motion, and a handoff going there to Aiden Whalen, and Whalen a hole up the middle, takes it down close to the 35-yard line. Gain of 7, maybe 8 there for Aiden Whalen, the 5'10", 180-pound junior. Bring up 2nd down and 4.
Well, you wonder what coaching staff from TJ is thinking, Bill Chirpek, he's not used to this, right? He's not used to he's used to being up by 25 by this point against Laurel Highlands.
Another handoff, and the Mustangs good penetration. That time Whalen brought down again right around the line of scrimmage. You had Jaden Tucker coming in there. A little crash in. Third down and 4. Have to say hello to Ron Conchilla tonight. Checking in our live stream. Good friend of Tony Hanola.
And 34.
Tony helping us out with stats, but he's solo, Steve, on the South Union side.
Yeah. Well, don't worry. Gary will get here. He's not going to miss this.
Mustangs up 14-7. Touchdown lead. TJ a big 3rd and 4 against 2 eye backs. They'll bring Lowry in motion. He'll reset up in the slot right. Pitch going back again to Whalen, and Aiden Whalen hit behind the line, keeping those legs turning and able to get across the sticks. Needed 4, got 5 for Thomas Jefferson. First down, close to the 39-yard line.
Yeah, good job by the Mustangs to initially put a hit on him, but then he kept his legs, kept his balance, kept his feet, didn't go down, spun out of it, and was able to pick it up just enough for a Jaguar first down.
Whalen came in just 173 yards on 33 carries. Their leading running back, Elias Lippincott, 100 carries for 466 yards and 4 touchdowns. Haven't seen Lippincott carry the ball yet tonight. 1st and 10 now for Thomas Jefferson. Line of scrimmage, the Jags' 38-yard line. Evans again under center. Man in motion from the far side. That's Joe Mendak. They'll go back on the ground again, and the Mustangs good penetration and a minimal gain from the Thomas Jefferson back. Once again, that's Aiden Whalen.
Tackled by John Fletcher.
John Pletcher with a tackle that time for the Mustangs. Pletcher questionable coming in, but a good play there. Came into the game. 28 tackles, couple of fumble recoveries, and a sack.
On the Thomas Jefferson 39-yard line.
2nd and a long 9 now for TJ. And for Thomas Jefferson team, Steve, that came in pass heavy. We mentioned Evans, 919 yards, 9 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. They haven't really put it up yet.
Now, a lot of teams have run the ball pretty well against the Mustangs, so maybe they felt like they could do that, but the Mustangs have been up to the challenge so far.
2nd and 9. Sean Sullivan in motion. They'll go back to the ground again with Whalen. He's been the workhorse back, but just a minimal gain across the 40, just shy of the 41. Just a 2-yard pickup there for Aiden Whalen to bring up 3rd down and 8.
And the weather continues to be beautiful, so hopefully we can last another couple hours.
Whalen.
I know it's going to ruin your golf game tomorrow, Brian, but
I'd say, yeah, the way the weekend forecast looks, Steve, I don't think I'm getting any golf in this weekend.
Not this weekend.
It's going to be pretty ugly. I think it's about 3 of the last 4 Sundays I think we've had rain in the forecast. 3:19 left here in the opening quarter. Another big 3rd and 8 here for the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars as Evans comes under center. Another banana bunch off to the left. Mustangs showing blitz as Evans takes the snap. He'll put it up. Pressure right in his face. Flushed out to the far side. Now Evans looking to run, and they're going to get him here, Steve. Behind the line of scrimmage, back to the 39-yard line. Yard loss on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down and 9 with 2:52 left on our running clock here in the opening quarter. And Laurel Highlands leading Thomas Jefferson 14-7.
McCoy with a big hit there to keep it from getting around the corner. And watch this punt. Last punt was a beautiful high spiral. It turned over. It looked like a real punt.
Andy Graham, the punter, has plenty of time.
Catch that one very good. He shanked it.
Shanked it on the right side. The Mustangs actually might take over here in TJ territory. Let's see where it's going to get spotted at. But Graham with a shank.
If Steve Nefzer would say I put the eyes on him. Does bragging about how good his last punt was, and that one was a punch knuckle shank.
The Mustangs will take over here just shy of midfield. We'll keep it right here. The 2:27 left in the opening quarter. Ryan Morozak along with Steve Superick, Sarah Camp behind the camera. Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. Mustangs with a bye next week, Steve. We get a win here over TJ. Certainly go into celebration mode. Won't play again until they take on Trinity in 2 weeks on the road.
Yeah.
Gallagher back out of the gun. Tucker off to his right. And Gallagher fumbles the football. Good job there just to fall on it before Thomas Jefferson's Matthew Martinez came over with some pressure. Goes a 10-yard loss on the play.
He's talking to his center like, hey, get the snap down like it was too high. But that was, I had the binoculars on. It was a little high, but he needs to make that catch, Brian. That's one Gallagher needs to I know it was like at his shoulder height, maybe a little above the shoulders, but, that center's in there. He's got a big lineman in front of him. He's just trying to get it back there in the general vicinity. The quarterback's job is to catch it.
Was an 8-yard loss on the play. Mustangs another banana bunch out to the right. Tucker remains to the right of Rodney Gallagher in the backfield on the 2nd and 18. Rod takes the snap again, flush near side, throws on the run deep down the field looking for Keandre, and that pass was broken up by Thomas Jefferson's Cam Egerton.
Yeah, Egerton got a hand on it, and that one, if it gets through, that could be another big score. If DeShields can keep his feet and then turn upfield, that would have been a big ask. But if it was possible, he could have scored again.
Now 3rd and 18. Jason Salmon was also over there in coverage as well for the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars.
3rd down now.
Salmon's number 6 for whatever reason, not on the roster we were given here, but on our 2 deep charts. Came into the game 9 tackles for the season for the Jags. Mustangs another banana bunch out to the right on this 3rd and 18 as Rod hangs in the pocket this time. Has time. Now the pressure's coming. He's flushed out to the far side. Throws on the run again, deep down the field into double coverage, and that pass falls incomplete. Almost picked off there by Thomas Jefferson's number 4, Aiden Whalen.
And that was Black, right? That was Black.
Pass intended for Black.
It was intended for Antoine Black.
Black basically waited for the football. He needs to step back a little bit. If he comes back to the ball, he might have lost first down yards, but he might have at least got a catch and maybe 4th and 2 is a lot better than 4th and 18.
Mustangs with Harry Radcliffe on the field to punt it away for the first time in this game.
And they're missing a player.
Had a couple of issues with those substitutions so far. Late sub coming in here, Cam Bradley.
And I don't know. That's a big guy. Bradley's a big guy to be running down on a punt team. Usually you have your linebackers in.
High snap goes over the head of Harry Radcliffe.
Oh, and he falls
down. Mustangs in trouble here. Radcliffe trying to get back on the football. TJ will recover here at the Mustangs 14. So you've had 2 fumbles in this opening quarter for Laurel Highlands. TJ has not moved the football well, but the Mustangs have given them life. And the snaps have been an issue tonight, Steve. First time we've seen it here on the punt, but
it's been an issue all year, Brian. How many times we talk about it? I mean, the punting is just a dangerous play in high school football for the punting team and the receiving team. So if a kid gets a good punt off, then you got to worry about catching it. But we've seen too many times where a good snap gets fumbled by the punter, or the punt gets blocked or a shank or whatever. But that one, Radcliffe had no chance; just skied over his head.
And now TJ with a little carry here on the far side again from Whalen with a late. Was that a late flag? No, just somebody throwing up a football down there. Nonetheless, no gain on the play. We'll bring up 2nd down and 10. And I'm shocked, Steve, we have not seen Lippincott yet tonight.
I was looking on the sideline. He's over there, and he's a much bigger back. He looks like a fullback. Kind of a big bruiser.
Yeah,
type.
Whalen at 5'10", Lippincott 6'2", 220.
Yeah.
You wonder maybe a disciplinary issue. Who knows? We have no idea. But it's been Whalen the whole way so far. 2 high backs. 2nd and 10 from the Mustang 14-yard line. Evans to Whalen again, right up the middle. Lowers the helmet, looks for yardage, but not much there. The Mustangs defense has been solid all night. Just a yard gain to bring up 3rd down and 9. If you could hold TJ to a field goal here, Steve, that would be huge.
Yeah. Basically gave him, it's like a turnover with that field position. That's, 2 big, huge mistakes for the Mustangs, and they're still up 14-0. So this
14-7.
14-7, sorry.
That's going to be the final play here for this opening quarter. TJ is going to take it down. They have the play clocks working again. They're at 12, game clocks at 10. So we played a quarter of football, head down to the right. It's 14-7. Mustangs over the Jags back in 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
And that was the end of the first quarter of play.
Uniontown Red Raiders and all our local teams for a great season. District Judge Nathan Henning recognizes that a successful season requires teamwork. It's the result of the hard work of both the players and the coaches, as well as the support of their families. Good luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the Uniontown Red Raiders from District Judge Nathan Hennig.
Ready to update your home? Find what you need at Zen's Construction Warehouse. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff will be happy to help you the old-fashioned way. They'll answer your questions and get you started on your next home project.
conveniently located at 485 Walnut Hill Road in Continental. Zen's is open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30, Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 2. For more information, call 724-366-8274 or visit Zen's Construction Warehouse Facebook page. Zen's Construction Warehouse. Their surplus is your savings.
Back here at Mustang Field, a 14-7 lead for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs over the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars. Start of the second quarter. Our live video stream tonight, courtesy of Ford of Uniontown and South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon. And Steve will have plenty of highlights and plenty of candidates already for First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County Super Play of the Game. Might have multiple plays of the game during our post-game show tonight.
Well, there's a lot more to come, you can tell, in this game.
You're just joining us. Rodney Gallagher, 90-yard touchdown pass to Antoine Black got the scoring started. Cam Egerton, 26-yard fumble return for a touchdown. Scoop and score for TJ. And then Gallagher to Keandre DeShields, 87-yard touchdown pass. But TJ, after a high snap, went over the head of Harry Radcliffe, driving now down to the Mustang 13, facing a 3rd and 9. Evans under center. Lone back remains Aiden Whalen, and Evans looking to put it up, and that pass was behind the intended wide receiver there, Sean Sullivan. It'll be 4th down and decision time for Coach Turpak.
Well, we had a good view of that. That was just a poor throw. Just had a guy coming in on the slant. Gallagher really was behind the receiver, so he would have had to kind of reach over and make a play, but he didn't have to because that ball just was sailed, like you said, behind and a little bit high. So now you're going to have a 30-yard field goal attempt, and he's another one of these kickers trying to kick him off the ground. So let's see.
Long snapper is Justin Schmidt. Ryan Lowry puts it down, and the kick, I think it's wide left. No,
that's good.
Snuck through. Sneaking through from 30 yards out. Andy Graham got that one in to cut the Laurel Highlands lead to 14-10. 11:51 left before halftime, and we're back at 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, brains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
I'm attorney Bill Martin, partner at Radcliffe Law. I have experience in workplace accident cases for nearly 15 years. If you've been hurt at work and are trying to navigate a workers' compensation claim, are you being treated unfairly by your employer? When you're hurt at work, your employer's main goal is to get you back to work, but you may not be physically ready to do that. If you find yourself in a similar situation, call us at Radcliffe Law, 724-439-3939. We'll meet with you at no cost. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
Back here at Mustang Field, 30-yard field goal from Thomas Jefferson's Andy Graham. You've had 2 Mustang fumbles, one a high snap, one that Rod coughed up. And they led to 10 Thomas Jefferson points so far in this game. Mustangs 2 long touchdown passes. Rodney Gallagher a 90-yard hookup to Antoine Black, an 87-yard touchdown pass to Keandre DeShields. So Graham getting set to kick off again. And you have Antoine Black now as the deep man here for the Mustangs. So our Highlands looks to put together a drive. Graham here with a run up on the kickoff. Good boot going deep on the far side, and Black's going to let it go into the end zone for a touchback. So no return there for Black and Laurel Highlands, and the Mustangs working right to left as we describe it here in the second quarter. We'll get the football back. So Steve, you look at Rodney Gallagher, came into the game 626 passing yards, 6 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions, already getting close to 200 passing yards here on 2 completions in the first half.
Well, 2 big completions, big runs, and just kind of an odd game. The Mustangs really almost, I mean, you could consider them outplaying them, but they've made 2 huge mistakes on the punt going over the head and the fumble scoop and score, which have led to the 10 points for the Jaguars. But other than that, defensively, the Mustangs have been terrific.
An old screen going over to Keandre. He dropped the football, be an incomplete pass.
Another drop, and that was thrown a little bit behind him, but he probably didn't have a lot of running room there anyway.
Bring up 2nd down and 10. Seen a couple of those motion plays early on with Keandre. Mustangs checking in Caden Friel. Again, Laurel Highlands starting
You didn't realize
Jaden Tucker as
Friel's a big kid. What did they list him at? 6'4"?
6'4", 215.
Yeah, he's big. He's tall.
So it'll be a nice target down the field. So Tucker again to the right of Gallagher. Line of scrimmage, the Mustang 20-yard line. Twin receivers to the near side as Rod takes the snap. He's flushed that way. Nothing going on down the field. Rod still scrambling. He's in trouble and just going to get rid of it. Threw it over the head of Keandre DeShields there to bring up 3rd down and 10. Good coverage down the field from the Jags.
He can do that, Brian. He can buy himself time to where he can either scramble out of it and make a play or wait for someone to break. And if anybody that can scramble that long is going to be tough for the defensive backs to stay with the receivers. I don't care who you are. That's going to be tough. So that if he can avoid the pass rush that long and look downfield, the Mustangs could possibly get a few more big plays.
3rd and 10 now for Laurel Highlands. 2 incompletions to start this drive. They have a banana bunch out to the left, the wide side of the field. Ball on the right hash mark. Tucker again on the hip of Rodney Gallagher in the backfield as Rod takes the snap. He's looking near side, throws it up, single coverage, looking for Keandre again, who goes up and pulls it down at the Mustang 48. 23-yard pass. Check that 28-yard pass from Rodney Gallagher to Keandre DeShields, who comes up limping.
He came down a little awkward on that left leg, and that's he got up, but I don't like that. That doesn't look good.
No,
I mean, just the way he came up, it just like tweaked it a little bit, but he's walking around a little bit, but the trainer's going to take a look at him.
Parker Hoff into the game, replacing Keandre. He'll line up as an H-back on the right side of the line. Rodney again with Tucker off to his right. And TJ crowding the line on this inside handoff to Tucker, who's able to get down into Jags territory to the 49, picking up 3, maybe 4. Bring up 2nd down and a long 6.
Tucker on the carry.
The good thing is, though, Steve, you have other weapons out there, including Antoine Black, Jaden Tucker, Hunter Kuzier. But you hate to lose Keandre because he's certainly your main weapon down the field.
I'm sure Coach Hogger is probably not too pleased looking at that. Looking at one of his most exciting players getting his knee looked at.
Designed to run the whole way here, Rodney, and Gallagher just gets back to the line of scrimmage. No gain to bring up 3rd down and 6.
They look a little concerned for me. He's like moving up and down. You can tell he's very uncomfortable on the bench right in front of us. Hope he's okay.
Gallagher on the carry.
Yeah, you can tell he's in some pain.
3rd down now and 7.
3rd and 6 now for the Mustangs. So we go under 10 minutes left before halftime. Laurel Highlands leads Thomas Jefferson by a score of 14-10. Certainly has been an exciting opening half of football. Twin receivers to each side. Now Tucker repositioned off to the left of Rodney from the TJ 49. Rod looking to put it up again. He'll look deep near side. Black on the run. Pass overthrown and incomplete. Coverage on the play for Thomas Jefferson's Aiden Whalen.
Gallagher's pass.
Yeah, good coverage there. Black wanted a flag, but
broken up by Whalen.
Pretty good coverage. It was a bang play, but that was now you wonder.
You go for it here?
I tell you what, you got a punt going over a snap going over the punter's head. I mean, you don't need that again. The defense is playing great, so if you can punt it away and get them down there, you might get the ball back with another shot.
You're going to switch punters here? Maybe not.
No.
We had Harry was running off the field. Hunter Kuzier's the other punter the Mustangs have used this year, and he kind of slapped hands, but Kuzier lined up on the left side, and you'll have Harry standing back at the 35, and they took too much time.
Yeah, they took too much time figuring out what they were going to do, but I think, that's not that big of a deal because you got, if he gets a decent punt off, it's going to get down inside the 20 anyway.
You need to make sure the snap gets back there, though.
Yeah.
That's the concern. Getting the snap
it's an adventure.
Target. Yep.
It's an adventure.
Harry now standing back at the 31.
High school football. I mean, these kids, and that long snappers,
clean this time.
That's a good,
Harry
good
sends
job.
it away. Good punt here from Harry Radcliffe, sending
bounce.
back.
Oh, yeah,
Sean
that's
Sullivan,
beautiful.
who lets it go, goes out of bounds inside the 10, right around the 9-yard lines, where TJ will start 1st and 10 when we come back. 9:29 left before halftime. Mustangs up 14-10. We're back at 30 here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Stop by Big Al's Market and Six-Pack Shop on North Gallatin Avenue in Uniontown. Family owned and operated by Phil Lucioni and Dominic Sabatini, Big Al's features 2 one-topping pizzas and a 2-liter for $21.99. Or try an Italian hoagie and a 20-ounce drink for $6.99. Check out some of Big Al's other homemade food items, including pasta salads, macaroni salad, and deli items. Big Al's Market and Six-Pack Shop, 72 North Gallatin Avenue. Phone 724-550-4252.
Mustangs starting, check that, the Jags starting this drive after the Mustang punt at their own 9-yard line. And Brody Evans under center, 2 I-backs, and now Ryan Lowry comes in motion to the far side. Evans trying to set up the screen and has Lowry on the run. He lost the football. The Mustangs scoop it up, and we're going to have the Laurel Highlands touchdown from Leland Lake.
Oh, what's the flag? Unbelievable. What's the flag? The flag came in late, so we're going to get the ball no matter what, but he may call a block. If that's to be the worst call I've ever seen. Unless he's going to call on TJ for tripping.
Waiting for a call here. Mustangs in celebration mode. Have the referees signaled yet, Steve? They have not. Radcliffe's coming out to kick. We're going to have a scoop and score touchdown here from Leland Leahy.
Personal foul, Mustangs. Be on the kickoff.
Might have just had a celebration penalty. They're running into the end zone.
The penalty is a personal foul penalty.
So you've had a first half, Steve, that's featured touchdown passes of 90 and 87 yards and 2 scoop and scores.
Yeah, they evened out. The scoop and scores evened out.
At the points to the right.
Now Radcliffe to extend the Mustang lead to 11.
My buddy Chris Pecan in the stands tonight.
And the kick up on the way, and that kick from Radcliffe, as Harry was hit late there, was good. So Laurel Highlands a 21-10 lead over the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars. 9:21 left before halftime, and we're back in 60 here on the CR Barada Group High School Sports Night.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com, and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing the Mustangs a successful season.
Going on now at Seahawks Chevrolet.
Get a new 2022 Chevy Equinox with all-wheel drive for only $2. Or visit Seahawks.com. Chevrolet. Leases for well-qualified individuals. 24 months at 10,000 miles yearly with $2,999 cash rate or equity down. With GM Lease Loyalty or Lease Conquest. Payment is for tax, title fees, and for payment. Sale ends October 3rd, 2022. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-929-8000.
9:21 left before halftime. Laurel Highlands a 21-10 lead over Thomas Jefferson. 2 long touchdown passes from Rodney Gallagher, one to Antoine Black, the other to Keandre DeShields. Mustangs scoring on a Leland Leahy 11-yard fumble return on a scoop and score. And now the Mustangs lead by 11 as Harry Radcliffe gets set to kick it off. Radcliffe, good little send down here on the near side. Sean Sullivan was up, and now he's going to field it back at the 11. Mustangs need to stay in their lanes here defensively as Sullivan brings it back to the 22, and that's where the Jags will start 1st and 10. And credit Laurel Highlands there, Steve, after having to kick off from the 25 after the personal foul. To just have TJ starting the drive of their own 22-yard line. Mustangs should be commended.
Well, that's the best kickoff of the year for Radcliffe. I mean, that ball, he kicked it a good 55 or 65 yards, and it bounced, and it took a while for the return man to pick it up. And like you said, they stayed in their lanes, and they made a nice tackle, and that's great. Just kicking off from the 25 and keep him at the 22 on the other side. That's a fantastic job by the Mustang special teams.
Jags start this drive at their own 22-yard line. Evans back under center. Yeah, we mentioned earlier, we've not seen Elias Lippincott in the game at the tailback position yet tonight for the Jags, and he was their leading rusher coming in, and there's Aiden Whalen hit behind the line. He was almost hit there, Steve, on the exchange, and what penetration again from the Mustangs, Billy Barton.
Billy Barton, wow.
He blew it up.
Yeah.
That'll go as about a 4-yard loss on the play to bring up second down and 14.
Those are some of the best tackles we've seen all season from Barton. And he has just been, it's almost like he knows what the play's going to be.
And you look, Steve, back at the history over Laurel Highlands, even when they've had good teams, the defense has always been the question mark. But you go back to last week, just yielded 7 points against a pretty good Greater Latrobe team. What we've seen out of them so far tonight, wonder what got into this Mustang defense.
Lewis checks in the game late for the Mustangs, but the TJ, someone's going to call timeout. Who's going to call it? Delay a game.
Delay a game here against the Jags.
And the scoreboard's not right. It has, somebody better tell the guy running the scoreboard that it has them 3 timeouts left, and I know there's been a couple of timeouts taken, right?
Correct.
At least somebody took one earlier. We remember we asked who it was.
Correct. Well, they keep that on the field. I don't think.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah, you will still want to have accurate information up there. So now 2nd and 18.
Empty
so
set
again,
now.
send Whalen in motion, and Evans will put it up. Evans in the pocket, setting up the screen, has it on the far side, going to the tight end, Jordan Mayer. And Mayer up at the 16, but he got back on it. Well, go is just a minimal 2-yard gain on the play, and Mayer, that was his 11th reception of the season.
Well, he might have, of course, with replay, a couple of these fumbles might have been overturned, but we don't have replay in high school football.
Steve, any update on Keandre down there at all? He's actually standing up on the sidelines, I see now. I think he has the helmet back on, so that's good news.
Brad Smith on the stop.
I don't see him.
He's right around the 34-yard line.
Yeah, I see him. Yeah, he's walking around. Looks okay.
Hopefully he can get back in there. And a couple of concerned fans on our Facebook Live feed about Keandre. It's now 3rd and 16 here for Thomas Jefferson.
There's probably a lot more than that. Especially a lot of Mustang basketball fans are a little concerned.
Evans under center. Mustangs showing blitz as Evans takes the snap, hangs in the pocket. He's looking deep far side. Defender fell down, but the pass is incomplete as Evans could not find Sean Sullivan. And another Mustang down. That's Antoine Black that's down, Steve.
There's a flag right where Black was down, so you wonder if that's a penalty on the Jaguars for knocking him down, but you wonder if he's going to get called for illegal contact.
He will. Pass interference against the Mustangs. No automatic first down, though. It'll be 3rd down and 1.
Pass interference.
Be 3rd down and 1.
Black is hurt. He's coming off.
3rd down and 1.
He's coming off holding his stomach.
Ball spotted at the Laurel
He must have got
30.
hit.
So the Mustangs up 11 on the scoreboard, but the game's starting to take its toll in the injury department.
Well, that's a big penalty there because you had. It was going to be 4th down and
16.
15, yeah, 16.
It's 3rd and 1 now for the Jags. A QB sneak there from Evans. He'll pick up the first down. Needed 1, got 2. Bring it up to the 33-yard line. Steve, of course, it's still early. But you look at Rodney Gallagher in his career, a couple of WPIL championships for the Mustangs when they won it in 2020, first WPIL basketball title since 1968. Picked up the school's first football playoff win last year over Beaver. Now an opportunity. The school has never knocked off Thomas Jefferson in football. Trying to add another accomplishment to his storied
wonder if they've ever
Laurel
had
Highlands
a
career.
lead in a game against the Jaguars in football.
I actually have the history of the scores here. We can go back and look at some of those in just a moment. 1st and 10 now from the Jags 33 as Evans looks to put it up. Quick out, far side. Pass complete and hurdling a man down the field. Not supposed to do that in the high school game, but it goes there to Sean Sullivan for a 13-yard pickup. Down to the 46.
Mustang players on the sideline were calling for the flag, giving the old arm up in the air, kind of throwing a flag up. And you're right, that should have been a penalty.
I actually saw the Mustangs flagged on that. Was that last week or the week before?
2 weeks ago,
2 weeks ago, I think, here. The closest score, Steve, in the whole series, a 14-0 game back in 1979, 15-7 in 77, 20-6 in 73, 16-12 in 70, and 26-18 in 1969. As of late, though, it hasn't been close. Now a little jet sweep coming here on the near side, and a minimal gain, maybe getting a yard there, was Jason Salmon to the 47 to bring up 2nd down and 9. The closest in recent history would either be 40-14 in 2015 or 48-19 in 2014. They haven't been pretty at all in the 2000s.
Tackled by Hoff.
Now 2nd and 9. Parker Hoff in on the tackle defensively.
It's getting a little chilly out here now, too, so you wonder if that'll affect the passing game.
They have the heater going on here in the press box. That was actually
nice.
upstairs where Sarah's at, and they had the heater going on so high up there, Steve, it smelled like something was burning. I was worried it was our equipment. No, it was just the heater up there. Now 2nd and 9. Once again, Evans looking to put it up. He's in trouble. Flag coming in. Evans sacked. Did he lose the football? Yes, he did. The play has not been whistled down, and the Mustangs have recovered.
Now there's a
Here's
flag.
the 32-yard line, but we'll check the flag. I think it was John Pletcher that came out of the pack with it there for Laurel Highlands.
John Pletcher.
John Pletcher was John Deek last year for the Mustangs for the fumble recovery, but we'll check the flag. They're going to pick it up. I think the Mustangs are going to get the football.
Yep, holding.
We have a penalty flag
Declined.
Wow.
Penalty is holding against Thomas Jefferson.
So the Mustangs now with the football up 21-10. 5:06 left before halftime.
Jefferson 30.
This is going to open up some.
Notary service, Sandy Hop.
Hey, lost our radio feed. We'll get it back here in just a moment. But this will certainly open up some eyes, Steve, around the WPIL.
Seven 564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
So the Mustangs taking over after the fumble recovery. Inside handoff going to Jaden Tucker. And Tucker gets down to the 28, picking up 6. Bring up 2nd down and 4.
Tucker on the
As we go under 5 minutes left before halftime, Mustangs up 21-10.
Tackled by Vanda. Gain of 5 on the play. Make it 6. Second down.
2nd and 4.
And 6. Or 4, rather.
Gallagher back out of the shotgun. Tucker off to his right. Now Keandre, Steve, back into the game. Comes in motion. Good sign for Laurel Highlands as Tucker gets the handoff. Maybe got a half yard there down to the 27. Keandre doesn't seem like he has his normal spunk, but good just to see him out on the field for Laurel Highlands at this juncture of the game.
Well, he's a good decoy if anything.
Your attention, please. Gavin Wales, please report to the talk ticket booth.
Now 3rd down and 4.
Please report to the talk ticket booth.
Mustangs making a couple personnel changes. And bringing Tristan Baker into the game. As Gallagher operates out of the shotgun now with Baker to his right. On this 3rd and 4 as we go under 4 minutes left before halftime. Gallagher takes the snap, scrambles far side, nothing there. Comes back to the near side. Pressure all around. Gallagher just heaves it down the field. Black try to come back to the football, but the pass falls incomplete right around the 10-yard line. So once again, decision time. You have a good kicker in Harry Radcliffe, and no hesitation here at all from Coach Colasar. He's sending Harry out for a field goal attempt.
Yeah, well, yeah, he'll probably make it, but, 4th and 3 minutes left. If you get that first down, you get a chance to, at the very least, milk the clock for another 2 or 3 minutes.
Well, he hit a 53-yarder against Uniontown.
I don't care. I understand he can make it. I'm not
saying
saying he can't make it. I'm just saying it. I'd rather keep the drive going and run the time.
This will be a 45-yard attempt. Again, he hit from 39. Ended up being the game-winning kick last week
now
against
you're going to
Latrobe.
run out of time on the play clock.
Oh, I think they're going to rewind the clock here. So the officials stopped it. So 45-yard attempt for Harry Radcliffe. Snap put down and the kick's blocked.
Yeah.
And TJ will recover here at the 30-yard line. So that's where the Jags will start. 1st and 10. Mustangs still up 21-10. 3:44 left before halftime. And we're back in 30 here on the CR Brada Group High School Sports Night.
South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon has spent his life helping others. Now in his 17th year of service, he previously served us as district judge for 24 years after 8 years of teaching our kids. Like in football, Rick Vernon knows that it takes a team to produce winning results. Let's keep our great team of supervisors together. Rick Vernon says, "Go Mustangs!"
Back here at Mustang Field, Thomas Jefferson with the football after Harry Radcliffe's field goal attempt got blocked. Jags will start this drive from their own 30-yard line with 3:44 left before halftime, and Evans looking to put it up. Quick out, far side passes dropped, and for the first time today, we see Elias Lippincott, who could not hang on there.
Yep, just dropped it. Right away, you can see He's big. I mean, he's a big back.
Brings up a second down.
But you're right. There might be either something wrong that he's hurt or maybe some kind of disciplinary
From their own 30-yard
action.
They don't know what, but he's back out there now for Thomas Jefferson.
And Brian, I was favoring going for that on fourth down. I mean, I know we got a good kicker and he can make it and all that, and he's making kicks from 55, 56 yards in warm-ups. But I just wanted to, get the clock moving and run this thing down to get to the halftime with the lead.
2nd and 10. They're coming after Evans. A little dump off to Lippincott at the 25-30. Look out, Lippincott's loose. Lippincott breaks another tackle. Stiff arm, runs over a man and gets down to midfield for a 20-yard pickup off the screen for Elias Lippincott. And there's the difference, Steve, he makes in the game.
Yep.
It just looks like a different back. Again, nothing against Wayland, but Lippincott, he's a player.
Thomas Jefferson, first down.
Just running guys over, and they actually ruled him out of bounds at the 47. Still a 17-yard pickup. Bring up 1st and 10, and the clock did stop with Lippincott getting out of bounds. 3:29 left before halftime. Jags will get the football to start the second half as the Mustangs had the opening possession of the game. Evans under center, 2 eye backs, twin receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side as Evans takes the snap. Has time, hangs in the pocket, looks far side, has a man here at the 40. Breaking a tackle and getting down to the 28-yard line is Sean Sullivan. And Sullivan picking up 25 yards there and another TJ first down. And the Jags just have a little jump in their step, Steve, on this possession.
Complete to Sullivan.
I think a lot of it has to do with Lippincott being in there.
Well, we got the clock moving. And that clock's supposed to stop till they set the change. They wasted about, we got away with about 12 seconds at least.
Take it if you can get it. Evans back under center. From the 28s, flags come in here. Might have had movement on the line.
False start, yeah.
Penalty flag on the play.
So that play ended at 3:18.
Against Thomas.
So you got about 38 seconds went off, and they really should have. There should be about probably 3:10 left now with that penalty, but they lost about 20 seconds because the clock kept running.
Well, they signaled to wind it here again, and it hasn't started.
And 15.
Official again signaling start the clock, so probably what you lost before.
And he's giving that look like, okay, why can't the guy start the clock when I wind my arm?
2:40 left before halftime. Evans back under center. Lone back is Lippincott. Twins to the near side. Single coverage to the far side. Evans looking to put it up. And nobody home there. Just a miscommunication. You had a couple of wideouts, Lowry and Jason Salmon on the near side. He kind of threw it in between them.
Friel came in there for the Mustangs, and he was putting some pressure, and he felt it, and he had to get rid of that football.
It's now 2nd down and 15. Line of scrimmage, the Laurel Highlands 33-yard line. 2:32 left before halftime. Laurel Highlands in the lead over Thomas Jefferson, up 21-10. Evans back under center. Lippincott behind him. First drive of the game for Lippincott. As Aiden Whalen got the start, Evans is going to put it up. He'll look far side. Has a man here inside the 25 down to the 23-yard line. I think that's the tight end Jordan Mayer. Goes a 10-yard pickup to bring up 3rd down and 5. And Mayer a big target as well, Steve. 6'5", 235. Now 3rd down here for the Jags, and they're going to take a timeout. So we'll step aside for a quick 30 as well. We have 2:24 left before halftime. 21-10. Laurel Highlands are back in 30 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Back here at Mustang Field, Stevie got a little hello from the public address system there, and I think all the fans started yelling soup. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Big round of soup.
So they were booing.
YouTube channel.
So you'll have Thomas Jefferson with the football here. And they actually marked Mayer down right around the 24-yard line. This will be 3rd down and a long 5 here for the Jags. They'll need just inside the Mustang 19 for a first down. And you have Evans back under center. Same formation, Lippincott behind him. Evans looking to put it up, was hit as he released the football down on the far side, and the pass was tipped by Gallagher. Was it caught in the end zone? It was.
That was
off the tip.
It was tipped by.
It was Black over there, Steve. Yeah, Black in coverage.
Black tipped it right to the receiver. It was a pretty lucky play for TJ, but they'll take it.
Now is Sean Sullivan in the end zone for the touchdown.
He was falling down to the turf, and Black tipped it, and it just deflected off of him, and it went right to the stomach of Sullivan, who just was there to make the catch.
28-yard hookup. And the kick from Graham is up on the way and good. So Thomas Jefferson cuts into the Laurel Highlands lead. It's the Mustangs 21, the Jags 17. And we're back in 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt at Watson Mundorf LLP wish the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and all of our local teams the best of luck this year. Watson Mundorf is a premier regional law firm whose experience and expertise empower it to not only be an advocate for its to exceed expectations. With offices in Uniontown and Collinsville, they are local and here to serve you. Call 724-626-8882 for attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim.
How do you give hope to a child in the foster care system? It starts with your heart. That tug you feel in yours when you hear that children are waiting for a stable, loving voice to speak up for their best interests. And then it becomes your time. What started out as a feeling that maybe you could make a difference becomes the difference. Change a child's story. There is a child waiting for a volunteer like you.
Volunteer today at CasaFayette.org.
Brody Evans to Sean Sullivan, 28-yard touchdown pass as TJ back to within 4 of Laurel Highlands at 21-17. That was a 7-play, 70-yard drive. Took a $1.27 off the clock. Harry Radcliffe adding the extra point for Laurel Highlands. And now Andy Graham to kick off here for Thomas Jefferson. And Steve, still 2:17 left on the clock. Plenty of time for the Mustangs to strike here again before halftime.
Now, a lot of mistakes in this game, Brian. It's been a mistake-filled game by both teams.
Now the run up here is Rodney Gallagher for the Mustangs. Gallagher at the 25-30. And Rod takes it back to the 33-yard line. Lost the football late. They said he was down. And Rod hasn't had too many opportunities to run some of these kicks back, Steve, just due to the fact that most teams kick away from him.
A Black Discovery, license plate KVM.
So Laurel Highlands will have the football here at their own 33-yard line. 2:10 left before halftime.
You need to move your car right away.
And we think the Mustangs have 2 timeouts left, Steve. They have 3 up on the scoreboard. I'm pretty sure they just have 2 remaining. I think they burned 1 earlier.
9-8, a Black Discovery.
And Gallagher operate here out of the shotgun. Jaden Tucker off to his right. Twin receivers to each side. Keandre back in the game. He's in the slot left as Rodney takes the snap. Rodney looking for time. Nothing there. He'll just step up and he'll get sacked. Actually lose about 2 back to the 31. Bring up 2nd down and 12 as we go under 2 minutes left here in the second quarter.
On the carry, loss of 2. 2nd down, 12.
Mustangs not moving that quickly, and Keandre coming back out of the game. And he's limping again, Steve, coming to the near sidelines. You can tell he's in some discomfort right now. Helmet off, Leland Lehue into the game, replacing Keandre in the slot left. 1:35 left here in the second quarter. Now flags come in. Play clock was at 8. Timeout taken by TJ. So we'll take one as well. 1:29 left before halftime. Mustangs up 21-17. We're back in 60 from the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill in Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and Save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
When you are looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday, 9 till 5, and Saturdays, 8 till 12 noon. Closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus or Rags a call today at 724-439-3228 for Cherokee Recycling, where recycling makes the most sense.
After the TJ timeout, 2nd and 12 for the Mustangs. Gallagher quick out near side pass complete going to Antoine Black, and Black picks up 9 on a 2nd and 12 up to the 40-yard line to bring up 3rd down and 3. Clock continues to roll down to 1:15 left before halftime. Mustangs no huddle, quickly come up to the line. Gallagher back out of the gun. Leland Layhew now coming in motion. He'll set up in the slot right. Rodney looks over to the sidelines. Clock down to 1:03. Mustangs taking it down here. 56 seconds now left as Rodney takes the snap. Flush to the far side, throws on the run, and Hunter Kuzier, did he hang on? No, he did not. Pass falls incomplete there at the TJ 47. So Laurel Highlands facing a 4th and 3. Might have to punt here, Steve.
They're sending out the punt team, but they.
For Black is incomplete.
I don't see Radcliffe. Do you see Radcliffe?
That will bring up a 4th and 3.
I do not. Yes, there he is. Yep.
From the Laurel Highlands 40-yard line.
He'll line up back right around the 25. Again, you need a clean snap. You have 49 seconds left before halftime. You'd love to take a lead going into the locker room. Now, TJ, an opportunity to get a little 2-for-1 here. Final possession of the 2nd quarter, getting the ball to start the 3rd. As Radcliffe sends it away, it'll take a Mustang bounce here at the 30. Did it hit a TJ player? That ball's loose. Layhew, I think, is on it. Let's see what the officials say. Layhew saying it touched a TJ player, and the Mustangs have the football. It deflected off of Aiden Whalen. Leland Layhew recovers, and the Mustangs will have it here inside the TJ 20.
You could tell Whalen, he went after that football. Now the officials are discussing, but by Whalen's reaction was just enough to show that he knew the ball hit him. It was, we had a bad angle for it, but apparently he didn't. He went after the football to try to dive on it because he knew it hit him. So Mustangs fall on it. Good, another good break.
It's go time here for Laurel Highlands. Gallagher out of the shotgun, looking end zone right away. Black trying to come back to the football. Did he catch it? No, but a flag comes in for pass interference. So we'll have half the distance to the goal here for the Mustangs on the pass interference penalty.
Gallagher's pass intended for Black is incomplete. Flag on the play.
Yeah, we lost our radio audience.
Prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
The penalty.
For you folks on the radio side, we had a pass interference penalty in the end zone. Mustangs will get half the distance to the goal. And they'll have it here just outside the 10. Plenty of time left, though, Steve. 35 seconds left before halftime.
Well, the scoreboard says 3 timeouts, but we pretty
I think
sure
they have 2.
We're pretty sure that's incorrect.
Layhew comes in motion. Set up in the slot right as Gallagher takes the snap.
Flag.
Rod looking near side. And the pass falls incomplete.
Yeah, Layhew was coming in motion, and he was going forward to get set at the wing. And they snapped the ball. Gallagher has to realize if he's going to do that, he can't be you can go in motion, but you can't go forward when you're going in motion. So Gallagher not realizing that, and that's going to be they refused the penalty. That's kind of odd that they would refuse that penalty.
Unless they just don't want the Mustangs to have more room, but you're right. Why not bring them back to the 15?
I smell something burning. You smell something
I said
burning.
that earlier. I think it's the heaters up here. We saw that earlier. I mentioned that on the air.
Smell something burning.
And Gallagher out of the shotgun. Handoff goes to Jaden Tucker. Again, they have some timeouts to work with. Tucker broke a tackle, and he's into the end zone for a Mustang touchdown.
Flag.
Tucker somehow found his way. I think it's going to be celebration. I think it's going to be celebration as Tucker able to score there for the Mustangs to put Laurel Highlands on top, 27-17.
10-yard run and a Laurel Highlands.
Boy, what would I give to be a fly on the wall in the Jaguar locker room to hear what Bill Chirpak has to say to his guys in the locker room. It's not going to be a pleasant conversation. Another unsportsmanlike against the Mustangs, and I think the Mustangs will take 5 more of those if they get 5 more touchdowns.
Well, especially got a kicker like Radcliffe that can send it down the field on the kickoff so we don't lose much.
Oh, well,
On the kickoff.
That was last time. Let's see if we can do it again.
Only 24 seconds left here in the second quarter. So it's now 27-17 Laurel Highlands. Jaden Tucker, 9-yard touchdown run. Steve, you're more worried about the hot dogs, and Tucker goes into the end zone for a Mustang score.
I asked the guys out here, the guys keeping score for the Mustangs, if they smelled something burning too, and they said it was the hot dog, so we were laughing.
Here's Radcliffe for the extra point. It's up on the way and good. Harry, perfect 4 for 4 on extra points, and the Mustangs have a 28-17 lead over Thomas Jefferson with 24 seconds left in the second quarter. We're back in 60 here on the CR Brada Group High School Sports Night.
People make all kinds of mistakes with life insurance, like having some coverage but not enough to keep the family in the house, or only having life insurance through work and then losing their job. Want to avoid those mistakes? Call Allstate agent Russ Flaho at 724-439-9700. Russ Flaho can help you get the coverage your family needs at an affordable price. Are you in good hands? Call Uniontown Allstate agent Russ Flaho today and ask for a complimentary life insurance review. Life insurance offered by Allstate Life Insurance Company in Northbrook, Illinois, and Lincoln Benefit Life Company, Lincoln, Nebraska.
Going on now at Jefferson Chevrolet.
Get a new 2022 Chevy Equinox with all-wheel drive for only $299 per month. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is for well-qualified individuals. 24 months at 10,000 miles yearly with $2,999 cash rate or equity down. With GM Lease Loyalty or Lease Conquest. Payment is for tax, penalties, and entertainment. Sale ends October 3rd, 2022. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-99-8000.
So Laurel Highlands will kick off from their own 25-yard line after the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. But as you said, Steve, before the break, he'll take it after a 9-yard touchdown run from Jaden Tucker, capped off a 3-play, 19-yard drive. Just took 18 seconds off the clock after the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars copped up the football on the punt return, the muff there on the return. And the Mustangs sitting in a pretty good spot right now, Steve, up 11 in the closing seconds of the second quarter as Radcliffe boots it away again. What a kick on a line, back to Sullivan at the 15. Sullivan down the near side, ran into a blocker but keeps going. Look out here. Sullivan a nice return down to the 40 before he was finally pushed out of bounds. Now a couple extracurriculars down there. You had Tristan Baker make the tackle, and then Baker kind of got hit from behind by a TJ play.
Put the ball in play. First and 10.
And now the Mustang sideline, Steve. They're a little jacked off down there.
Ball will be spun.
Well, they should be. They're up 28-17 on a team you've never beaten.
I bet they were a little angry over the push that wasn't called.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, I'm sure they're pretty excited too.
Well, 17 seconds left. When you're down 28-17 and you're a team that you're expected to win handily, you're going to figure they're going to try to score here.
The Mustangs take a timeout, just making sure everybody's set defensively. They'll take one as well. 17 seconds left before halftime. This will be a quick 30. Mustangs up 28-17 over the Jags. Are back in 30 here on the CR Brada Group High School Sports Night.
Keep your legal needs close to home. Attorney Vincent T. Berry specializes in criminal justice, wills and estates, family law, and personal injury. Attorney T. Berry is located at 84 East Main Street, across the street from the Fayette County Courthouse in Uniontown. When you need to consult an attorney, make your first call to Attorney Vince T. Berry. It will be the only call you need to make. Call 724-430-0300. That's 724-430-0300.
So back here at Mustang Field, TJ from their own 40-yard line. They'll put it on the ground here with Elias Lippincott. Again, he has some big game ability, but this time only pick up 7, maybe 8 down to the 48-yard line. Looks like Steve will go into the locker room here with Laurel Highlands leading Thomas Jefferson 28-17. And if you asked Coach Kolasar before the game, would you take an 11-point lead going into the locker room? I think he'd say yes.
I'd say yes, but the Mustangs do not need to celebrate anything yet. They need to play another half like they played this one, and then they can do all the celebrating they want. But you got to keep the eye on the prize here. TJ doesn't win all those football games by giving up at halftime when they're losing. So, the Mustangs need to keep focused and keep playing the way they're playing. And could be a big celebration when we're done.
And Coach Turpak told us during the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show that he actually thought his team outplayed Bell Vernon last week. They ended up losing that game 21-7. And I thought they'd be a little more upset, Steve, coming in after a loss last week. Dangerous time to play TJ, but the Mustangs sitting in a pretty good spot right now, up 28-17. Let's hope that trend can continue into the second half.
Yeah, look at the Keandre walking off the field there, he does not look like he's coming back in this game.
No. Mustangs going to bye next week, likely coming here at a good time, but still have 24 minutes of football to play here in the second half. Stay tuned. Our halftime show on the way next. Brought to you by the Radcliffe Law Firm. Laurel Highlands up 28-17 over TJ. We're back with first half stats and some scores around the WPIL right after this here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Any day is a good day to shop at Reese Warehouse, where you'll find your favorite brands of furniture and appliances at great prices every day. Plus, great service, such as delivery and setup in your home and no-interest financing available for qualified buyers. Shop Monday and Wednesday from 9 to 7, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday until 6, and Saturday 9 till 5. Reese Warehouse, Gans Woodbridge Road in Smithfield. And Reese Warehouse thanks you once again for choosing them as your community choice favorite appliance store.
Casey's Sports Cafe, owned and operated by the Vernon family and located at 243 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown, is announcing that starting October 3rd, they will have new evening hours. New hours are Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Saturday and Sunday, 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. Come in to Casey's Sports Cafe and check out their new menu items and entrees. Casey's can also cater your next event. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Casey's is the place to eat. And starting October 3rd, new evening hours. Phone 724-550-4126 for Casey's Sports Cafe.
Looking for a fast, friendly notary service? Sandy Howell Notary Services, LLC, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, PA, is here to help with transfers, plate renewals, new PA plates, and more. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, Fairchance, and surrounding areas. Open weekday evenings starting at 5:30 p.m., Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sandy Howell Notary Services, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Go to 40 Uniontown and trade me in. Hello, John Clinton with Dominic Carbone from President Award-winning 40 Uniontown. Getting frustrated because you can't find a new ride? Don't worry. Just stop, click, or call, and one of our friendly sales staff will guide you through our reservation or order process. It's super easy. We go over in detail all the models, packages, pricing, incentives, the whole 9 yards. We make a deal, and when your vehicle arrives, you drive it home. Just like that. Searching for something pre-owned? We got them. We have over 70 on the ground and ready to go. Cars, trucks, SUVs, both Ford and non-Ford vehicles, most are certified with factory warranty. Looking for that full-size Bronco? We have over 25 on the way. We have over 40 F-150s inbound. Thinking Explorer? We got 30 getting ready to hit the lot. Don't be bashful. Stop in today. Your car knows, shouldn't you? That's 40 Uniontown on the hill across from Applebee's. You can reach us at 724-425-5980 or 40uniontown.com.
For attorney Melinda Della Rose, helping people with compassionate counseling, candid legal advice, strong advocacy, and professional commitment is what she does best. With an office at 99 East Main Street in downtown Uniontown, attorney Della Rose specializes in family law, municipal law, and general civil litigation, as well as personal injury, estate planning, probate, and more. For more information, call attorney Melinda Della Rose, 724-437-3200, 724-437-3200, or online at dellaroselaw.com.
Back here at Laurel Highlands High School, the Mustangs leading the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars by a score of 28-17. Let's take a look at the first half scoring summary. Laurel Highlands getting on this scoreboard first. Rodney Gallagher, 90-yard touchdown pass to Antoine Black, just 59 seconds into the game. Capped off a 3-play, 88-yard drive. Mustangs went up 7-0. And then after the Mustangs got TJ to punt, Rodney Gallagher fumbled the football. Cam Egerton, a 26-yard scoop and score to tie the game after an Andy Graham extra point at 7. That was at the 7:50 mark of the opening quarter. The Mustangs not done with the big plays. Rodney Gallagher, an 87-yard touchdown pass to Keandre to Shields for the Mustangs on top, 14-7. TJ, 9 seconds into the second quarter, got a 30-yard field goal from Andy Graham to make it 14-10 Laurel Highlands. But then the Mustangs answer the Cam Egerton scoop and score from the opening quarter with a scoop and score of their own. TJ a fumble on the far side. Leland Lehue scooping it up and returning it 11 yards for a Mustang touchdown as Laurel Highlands went up 21-10. That score occurred at the 9:21 mark of the second quarter. Radcliffe added another extra point. And TJ finally put together a drive. They put Elias Lippincott in as the tailback, and Lippincott got things going, but it was Brody Evans that finished things off. 28-yard touchdown pass to Sean Sullivan after the pass was actually tipped by Antoine Black. Somehow ended up in Sullivan's hands in the end zone.
Your gas pump for you, oil checks and windshield clean. Joby's Golf. That's where Joby's Golf is conveniently located at the corner of Fayette and Beeson Boulevard. Joby's Golf is a fast, friendly, full-service gas station serving the Uniontown area in the same location for over 47 years. Joby's Golf offers lockout services, general repairs, tire repair, fenced-in storage lots, state inspection, golf products, and AAA 24-hour car and light truck towing service. Call 724-438-0681.
This is a Radio PA news update. Pennsylvania state-related universities would have to make certain information available to the public under legislation approved by the state Senate. David Payne reports.
The bill expands Pennsylvania's right-to-know law as it pertains to the state-related universities, Pitt, Temple, Penn State, and Lincoln. The measure would create an online searchable database giving information about budgets and contracts approved by the schools. It would also increase the amount of university personnel salary information that would be subject to public disclosure. Supporters say it gives the public greater insight into how taxpayer money is spent at each of the schools. The bill now goes to the State House. I'm David Payne.
The theme for the 2023 Pennsylvania Farm Show is Rooted in Progress, which Agriculture Secretary Russell Redding says reminds us of where our roots are and the progress that's been made.
This is what we see on all farms across the state and the gardens and the agribusinesses that are across this Commonwealth. They have all spread their roots out of both necessity and innovation, right, and vision.
The 107th Pennsylvania Farm Show takes place January 7th through the 14th of next year. One of the state's top agricultural products is mushrooms, and the state Senate recently recognized mushroom farming, which Senator Carolyn Committis says is an important part of the state's economy.
Mushroom farming has an enormous economic impact. It employs 10,000 people in the Commonwealth and adds almost $3 billion to Pennsylvania's economy.
And another $2.1 billion has been deposited into the state's rainy day fund, bringing the total amount since the start of the new fiscal year to just under $5.1 billion, enough to cover 42.6 days of state government operations in the event of an emergency. I'm Mark Sims, and you're up to date from Radio PA.
How can we help each other and the planet during these historic, uncertain times? Did you know that there are millions of farmers in developing nations using harmful practices that not only make it hard for them to make ends meet, but also hurt the environment? The good news is there's a solution. For more than 30 years, nonprofit Trees for the Future has planted over 180 million trees and helped tens of thousands of farmers achieve independence and stability so that they're able to weather any storm. Trees for the Future trains farmers to rethink farming and use trees to flatten the curve on environmental harm while improving their nutrition and income. Let's come together to build a better future for communities in need and the planet. Learn more at trees.org/radio. That's TREES.org/radio. This message is sponsored by Trees for the Future.
Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coatings, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. Uniontown Detailing has moved to a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Stop by and check them out today. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right. Good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Derby's Riverside Ford is pleased to announce the Summer Supercharged Sales Event with retail order interest rate lock financing. And we have the deals for you. Yep, the order banks are open, and you can order the 2023 new Ford vehicle of your choice the way you want it. Bronco Sport, Maverick, Ranger, Explorer, and F-150. Lock in Ford credit financing of 2.9% for 60 months with approved Ford credit guaranteed. If you see a new 2022 or 2023 model on the lot for display, you can get the same deal. As you know, the microchip shortage still exists. So Ford Motor Company and Thurby's Riverside Ford will order your new 2023 Ford and lock the interest rate so you can relax. Whether you are buying or leasing, we've got the deal for you. You will never pay over the manufacturer's suggested retail price at Thurby's Riverside Ford. Located 1 mile past Lady Luck Casino on Route 40, Thurby's Riverside Ford, your One Ford Elite Presidential Award-winning dealer for customer satisfaction.
Offer ends October 3rd, 2022.
At Montgomery Medical, they have a team of dedicated medical providers for you to meet. Led by Dr. Marcy Goyes, trust their 50 years of combined experience for the best results in primary care. Newborns to elderly, minor illness or injury, as well as wellness and physical exams. Same-day appointments available for acute care as well. Montgomery Medical, a family tradition of family medicine. Hours available from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Friday, and 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. on Saturday. Located at 100 Ridgeview Drive, Suite 3, Smithfield, Pennsylvania, 15478. Call 724-569-8100 or visit MontyMed.com to schedule your appointment today. That's 724-569-8100 or visit MontyMed.com to schedule your appointment today. Now accepting new patients.
I'm attorney Trip Radcliffe of Radcliffe Law. I've practiced law in Fayette County for over 40 years. The success of our firm is the result of our clients trusting us to make the best decisions on their behalf when they're injured in an accident. We tell our clients, you get yourself better, we will deal with the rest. If you've been hurt in an accident, call us today to set up a free consultation, 724-439-3939. We have Saturday appointments for your convenience. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
Prime Rose next. Steve Superk back here at Mustang Field, about a minute away from starting the third quarter. So, Steve, Laurel Highlands up 11. Let's see if they can close this one off.
Long way to go, Brian. Long way to go. They got to keep playing the way they're playing. Keep making plays. Keep your head down, and look at the scoreboard at the end. But don't get ahead of yourself. Don't get ahead. They got to just keep making plays like they have been, and things may work out great for them. But just TJ's a team, Brian, that's won a lot of football games, and that Bill Chirpak's won a lot of East Coast, a lot of state championships. They don't. They don't. You don't win that many games not knowing how to make a comeback. So the Mustangs got to keep pushing forward and keep attacking. See how it goes.
Yeah, TJ will get the football first to start the third quarter. They'll work right to left as we describe it. They have Sean Sullivan back deep. He's standing right around the 7-yard line as Harry Radcliffe will send it away from the 40-yard line. He actually has had a couple of nice kickoffs, Steve, and the Mustangs have had a kickoff from the 25 due to unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. He should easily be able to put it into the end zone here, you would think, from the 40.
No.
You never know.
That's the way you think, isn't it?
It's going to be a little squib kick, but the Mustangs were offsides. They blew it dead, so they'll have to kick off again now from the 35.
On the play, preliminary signal
wins.
Offside against
But you didn't take into consideration, Brian, look at that flag, American flag to your left, blowing up the hill.
Correct,
so
yeah.
He's going into the wind, so that probably means that he was kicking with the wind on those kickoffs going the other way. So let's see if he, like to see him hit like a little line drop. Look at all that big gap around the 25, 30-yard line, right in the middle of the field. Hit one in there and like
let it roll.
Little squib, yeah, a little knuckle, little punch knuckle.
You love that term as Harry sends it away. on the far side. Sullivan running
There he
up. He's
goes,
going to let it go. That's a live ball. Finally
Lucky he
scoop it up
almost
here at the
stepped out of
8-yard line.
bounds.
Down the far sideline. Look out here. The head of steam. And he spins here at the 40. Gets down to the 42-yard line. So it looked like Sullivan might have been dead there, Steve. Back right around the 20-yard line. Broke a couple of tackles, spun forward, and got down to the 42.
They mark him at, the 42-yard line. Yep, that's a pretty big return for a ball that looked like he caught it tiptoeing on the out-of-bounds chalk over there, doesn't it?
We've talked about that a lot over the years. Sometimes you get those kicks that bounce a couple of times. Guys get outside their lanes, and you have an opportunity to spring
well, we
them.
used to call that was a kickoff guy at West Virginia, and we used to call it, they get happy feet. They start chasing the ball. They're not supposed to look at the ball. Sometimes it's down when they're running down there, keep your lane. So there's a false start, not called.
Goes to Lippincott, and he'll get down to the 45. No, check that. They went back
jumped
there to
early,
Whalen.
and that was a break, number 33. And Bill Chirpak talking to him about it, and they got away. Oh, they did call it. Okay. Yeah, they called it. Okay.
First and 15. How surprised are you, Steve, to see Whalen back in there after Lippincott appeared to really spark them a little bit on that one touchdown drive they had to make it 21-17.
Clearly, Lippincott can run people over, and he's a bigger, fast back, and you wonder if there's, like you said, if there's a disciplinary thing going on.
He's hurt, maybe just can't. Maybe he's on a snap count or something tonight.
Maybe he just doesn't know the plays. I mean, who knows? You just don't know what the.
The kids ran for 466 yards and 4 touchdowns coming into the game. You think you get a little more action. Here's Whalen up the middle again, and Whalen breaking a couple of tackles to get over the 45 down to the 46-yard line. So Whalen able to get 9, and that'll bring up second down and 6.
Whalen on the carry.
So Whalen trying to show Steve that he's not left for dead. He's a pretty good running back as well in that TJ stable. And TJ came into the game 3-2 overall. They lost to an out-of-state opponent to open up the season, then fell last week in a non-conference game against Bell Vernon. Mustangs also 3-2, losses against Bell Vernon and McKeesports. Mustangs came close to being offsides there as Whalen gets the football again here between the tackles and takes it just into Mustang territory.
He's
close to the 49, but about a yard and a half short of the first down.
They're going to mark it at the 50, so he's 2 yards short.
Tackled by Baker.
And I'm looking over there on the bench, Brian, and I see Lippincott there just standing there. He's like very stoic, just standing there kind of staring ahead, straight ahead, not pouting or anything, just standing there.
Speaking of injuries, Steve, any sign of Keandre?
Yeah,
he barely made it to the locker room.
He's on the bench, shoulder pads off, still has his pants on, but he is definitely
probably out for the rest of the game.
Well, he doesn't have his shoulder pads or his jersey on anymore, so I would say he's probably out for the game.
That's a first down run there for Whalen, down to the Mustang 44, getting 5.
He's standing over there talking to Mr. Pratt at the 40-yard line over there on the right there. If you can see him, he's got a Gatorade towel over his head.
And the good news is the Mustangs get a bye next week, so they can rest him up. We'll have high school football, though, on WMBS with the Uniontown-Brownsville game next Friday, both audio and video there, and a bonus game on Thursday, radio only for Fraser and Greensburg Central Catholic. Nick Barczyk and Tony will have that game for us Thursday night here on WMBS. So now from the Laurel Highlands 44, Evans with a little surge there. That's the fullback, Steve, getting the carry, Janusek. And a little fullback dive, taking it down to the 35. Nice little run there to pick up 9 to bring up second down and 1.
Yeah, steady drive from the Jaguars, and kind of, probably playing more Coach Chirpak type of football here, moving the football down. And we heard, a lot of the scouting reports that talked to Coach Edenfield, and, they were expecting for them to pass the ball a little more, but they have not done that.
They're going back to Whalen here again. Some room between the tackles. Whalen inside the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 6-yard gain. Braden Whalen moves the sticks to bring up a first down and 10. If you just look at the stats, Steve, Evans passed for 919 yards coming into the game. Lippincott ran for 466. Whalen 173. Stat-wise, they were actually more pass-heavy than run-heavy coming into the game.
Yeah, well, you got to look at the stats on the other side, Brian. The Mustangs have given up a lot of yards rushing in the year, and they probably felt like that was something they could exploit. And now the first couple drives, they went backwards, so the Mustangs were up to the challenge, but now they seem to be flexing their muscles. And
I think you had a TJ receiver Sullivan move on the right side first.
You had a receiver and a right guard move at the same time, and then, of course, a couple Mustangs came across. But
A 5-yard penalty.
And Steve, TJ's opening loss of the season came against Millville, New Jersey. They played that game at Ocean City, New Jersey, the Battle of the Beach at Ocean City High School.
First down, 15.
Heard of Millville, Millville?
I've never heard of Millville, but I used to vacation in Ocean City, New Jersey. Beautiful beach town.
They lost that game 41-10. Again, fell last week against Belle Vernon 21-7. Had wins in between against Baldwin, West Mifflin, and Greater Latrobe.
That field is right on the ocean.
First and 15. Evans again under center. Going back here to Whalen again, and Whalen another nice surge. Down to the 28, picking up 6. Bring up second down and 9. And this drive already, Steve, has taken over 4 minutes off the clock.
And I tell you what I don't like so far about this drive from the Mustang perspective. It seems like the Jaguars are getting comfortable running the football, and they're starting to pick up chunks of, not huge chunks, but they're starting to pick up 4 or 5 yards a clip. And they're starting to maybe figure something out against this Mustang defense.
Now second and 9 from the Laurel Highlands 28. Again, Evans under center, 2 high backs, wide outs each side. I think Laurel Highlands jumped across the line there a little early.
Is in the game now, Brian, number 25.
Offsides penalty there against the Mustangs. Now you get Lippincott in. You started to wear down that Laurel Highlands defense. Now you put in Lippincott, 6'2", 220 pounds. Look out here.
Football to the Laurel Highlands 23.
Down to 7:16 left in the third quarter, in this third quarter drive mirroring some of the drives we saw last week in that Laurel Highlands Greater Latrobe game as Lippincott gets the football from the 23. Lippincott up the middle, surges forward, only needed 3, and he's keeping those legs churning. Takes it all the way down to the 15-yard line with another late flag coming in. Got 8, but we'll check the penalty. Clock stopped with 7:01 left here in the third.
Penalty flag on the play.
Referee's talking it over on the far side. Personal foul against the Mustangs. They'll be half the distance to the goal.
Against Laurel Highlands.
And TJ will have a first and goal here inside the Mustang 8. So he put it down right at the 7-yard line on the right hash mark. As the clock goes under 7 minutes left here in the third quarter, Mustangs on top 28-17. This, as we said, Steve, just a methodical drive down the field from Bill Chirpek's Thomas Jefferson Jaguars.
They're matriculating it.
They are matriculating. Lippincott remains in as the tailback. Evans under center, 2 high backs, wide outs each side, pro set. Lippincott gets the football right up the middle and rumbles into the end zone for Thomas Jefferson touchdown. Jags right back into the game. It's 28-23 with 6:31 left here in the third.
Lippincott, game of 7.
That's what he does, Steve.
And a Thomas Jefferson touchdown.
From 7
Maybe
yards
they were
out.
saving them. They're saving them to keep them fresh for the fourth quarter.
One possession game again. Now Graham on for the extra points. Surprised though, Steve, they wouldn't maybe go for 2 here to try to cut the lead to 3. Graham's extra point is up on the way and good, but they don't want to chase points yet. 7-yard TD run from Lippincott. Graham's extra point with 6:31 left here in the third quarter. 28-24 Mustangs. We're back at 60 for the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Stop by Big Al's Market and Six-Pack Shop on North Gallatin Avenue in Uniontown. Family owned and operated by Phil Lucioni and Dominic Sabatini, Big Al's features 2 one-topping pizzas and a 2-liter for $21.99. Or try an Italian hoagie and a 20-ounce drink for $6.99. Check out some of Big Al's other homemade food items, including pasta salads, macaroni salads, and deli items. Big Al's Market and Six-Pack Shop, 72 North Gallatin Avenue. Phone 724-550-4252.
How do you give hope to a child in the foster care system? It starts with your heart. That tug you feel in yours when you hear that children are waiting for a stable, loving voice to speak up for their best interests. And then it becomes your time. What started out as a feeling that maybe you could make a difference becomes the difference. Change a child's story. There is a child waiting for a volunteer like you.
Volunteer today at CasaFayette.org.
Back here at Mustang Field. Seems like forever, Steve, since Laurel Highlands has touched the football on offense. TJ had the football to finish off the second quarter, got it to start the third, and now Laurel Highlands will have their first chance to touch it here in the second half with 6:31 left here in the third quarter. But the good news is they still lead by 4.
Yep, still lead by 4, but it's the Mustangs gave up a long time-consuming drive.
Kickoff going into the end zone for a touchback.
Dangerous.
Mustangs kind of let it go there a
Yeah,
little bit too long. Last drive, by the way, though, Steve, an 8-play, 58-yard drive, took 5:29 off the clock
First and 10.
for the opening touchdown of the second half for the Jaguars.
Tell you what, that was dangerous. Did you notice what happened there?
Yeah.
They kicked off, and Black and Gallagher just let the ball bounce, and it hit on around the 7-8 yard line, and they just assumed it was going to bounce in the end zone, which it did. But if it doesn't,
that's a live ball.
Yeah.
TJ set up with a first and goal.
Yeah.
And the ball just kind of went over Hunter Cougier's head.
Was it Cougier? Okay, yeah.
Cougier was on the far side. So nonetheless, Mustangs without Keandre DeShields out with an ankle injury will start the third quarter with the football and an inside handoff going to Jaden Tucker. And Tucker able to take it down to the 23, pickup of 3 to bring up second down and 7. And you still have, now as a weapon, Steve, Antoine Black as a wide receiver. Might be your best receiving option. With Keandre out of the game, he's lined up, split off to the near side, guarded by probably Thomas Jefferson's best defensive back and Sean Sullivan. Now second and 7 as we go under 6 minutes left here in the third. Mustangs protecting a 4-point lead. Hunter Cougier comes in motion. Inside handoff to Tucker again. And Tucker running wide on the near side, got popped and nailed for a loss on the play. Just lost a yard. But he got lit up there, Stevie. Michael Banda there. Matthew Martinez.
Yeah,
and a host of other Jags.
Almost could have possibly got called for a taunting foul afterwards, but he didn't do it right in the Mustangs player's face, which probably saved him.
And again, you can't get too complacent. They're only leading by 4 midway through this third quarter. Need a first down here to avoid a 3-and-out. Then you'd really have some momentum in TJ's direction. Rod's going to put it up here on 3rd and 7. They're coming after him. He's flushed out to the far side. Rod in trouble. Pulls it down. Looks to run and gets brought down from behind. Right around the line of scrimmage. Great pursuit there from John Janusek, the big linebacker.
Well, here we go. Adventure in punting.
And you got to punt here.
Oh, you got to punt. Yeah, I mean, but just
We'll bring up a 4th down and
this is a
7.
spot on the field where we had a little trouble last time, isn't it?
23.
Correct. You'll have
Radcliffe to
Harry kicking into the wind as well, standing back at the 8-yard line. You have 2 guys back deep to receive. Lowry on the far side, Sullivan on the near side, and Josiah Lewis late checking in there for Laurel Highlands in punt protection. Clean snap coming back to Harry this time. Able to get it away. Good punt. Hanging up a bit in the wind. We'll go here to Sullivan at the 41 of TJ. Sullivan turns the corner, breaks a tackle, a little sidestep. He'll get brought down at the TJ 48-yard line. That's where the Jags will start. 1st and 10 when we come back. 4:15 left here in the third. Mustangs still in the lead, up 28-24, back at 30. Here on the Sierra Brada Group High School Sports Night.
Magisterial District Judge Nathan Henning extends his best wishes to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, the Uniontown Red Raiders, and all our local teams for a great season. District Judge Nathan Henning recognizes that a successful season requires teamwork. It's the result of the hard work of both the players and the coaches, as well as the support of their families. Good luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the Uniontown Red Raiders from District Judge Nathan Henning.
Need your defense to step up now if you're Laurel Highlands. Inside handoff going to Lippincott for Thomas Jefferson. Gets into Mustang territory. Down to the 44. 9-yard run on 1st and 10 to bring up 2nd and 1. And the Jags just like that in Mustang territory at the 44.
Well, all of a sudden they look like the team that we thought they were. They are who we thought they were right now. They're just flexing their muscles and basically running the ball at will.
Ryan Lowry and Vincent Heller, twin receivers to the far side. 2 I-backs behind Brody Evans.
Timeout Mustangs, I'm guessing.
The Mustangs will take a timeout here to try to talk things over defensively. With 3:41 left here in the third, up 28-24, back in 60 here on the Sierra Brada Group High School Sports Night.
Planning a sports fundraiser? B Graphics makes it easy. B Graphics will set up an online store with hats, t-shirts, hoodies, and other gear with your team and school logo. Ordering, shipping, payment, B Graphics handles everything, and you get a check with the profits. Minimal effort, maximum success. Call or go online to set up your online store at bgraphics.com. B-E-E, graphics with an X.com. Best of the best, screen printing and embroidery 3 years running. bgraphics.com. Pizza, beer, atmosphere. It's all at Mom Maruka's Pizza, located on Barton Mill Road in Uniontown. Mom Maruka's is your prime spot to enjoy local high school sports. Family owned and operated, the Sampson family carries on the tradition of homemade pizza, salads, wings, and the best Italian hoagie and homemade bruschetta in town. Mom Maruka's is open Monday through Saturday from 4 to 10 for indoor and outdoor dining and takeout. Don't forget Mom's catering services for your next party or gathering. Call 724-438-9066 or visit MomMarukaPizza.com for their menu and live music schedule.
Back here at Mustang Field, 3:41 left here in the third quarter. Laurel Highlands still in the lead at 28-24 over Thomas Jefferson. For the Jags driving, they're facing a 2nd and 1 at the Laurel Highlands 44. They'll go back to Lippincott again. A first down and more inside the 40, and rumbles down to the Mustang 36. Finally slowed down there by Tristan Baker. But you look at TJ, Steve. Took 5:29 off the clock on their opening drive here in the third quarter. Mustangs held to a 3 and out. Here come the Jags again, going back, doing the same thing, just running the football right up the middle.
Yep. Well, they're just, it's a different running back, but they're opening up some big holes.
1st and 10 now from the Laurel Highlands 37-yard line. Evans back under center. Pair of eye backs. Wide outs each side. Lippincott again between the tackles. And Elias getting 3 down to the 34-yard line to bring up 2nd and 7 as we go under 3 minutes left here in the third quarter.
Well, the Mustangs still lead on the scoreboard, but it certainly doesn't feel like it, does it? It feels like TJ's, it's only a matter of time before they get a 14 or 20-point lead the way they're running the football.
You've had a total momentum swing to start this third quarter, really without any big plays. It's just been a number of small plays wearing down Laurel Highlands. The Mustangs have only run 3 offensive plays here in the third quarter. Lippincott again, this time hit at the line. Maybe got a half yard there for the Mustangs with some good pressure coming up there with a nice pop there on Elias.
As Keith Jackson used to say, they're playing some old-fashioned hardball.
Yep, Brad Smith got him there. Smith, a big guy, Steve, on the Mustang side. 6'1", 355. He's a junior.
This is a huge play here in the game. They gotta, you gotta think the way the TJ's been running the ball with Lippincott. It's a 4-down territory for them, but still.
3rd and 6. Evans under center. Hard count trying to draw the Mustangs off. Snaps the football. Inside run going there. Mustangs plug it up. And just a minimal gain there for Lippincott.
Now you figure, now what's Coach Chirpak going to do? All those state titles. He's got a headset on, so somebody's in his ear.
It's 4th and 5.
Brings up a 4th down and 5.
Line of scrimmage is the Mustang 32. Probably out of the range of Andy Graham. You're down 4 anyways on the scoreboard, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Well, yeah, why do you punt? If you punt it in the end zone, you're only gaining 12 yards, so take a shot here.
Evans back under center, lone back, Lippincott, twin receivers to the near side, single coverage to the far side. Evans takes the snap from the far hash mark, looks to throw, quick out, far side, single coverage. It was short of the line to gain, and the pass falls incomplete. Gallagher with the coverage there for the Mustangs, and Laurel Highlands makes Thomas Jefferson turn the football over on downs with 1:08 left here in the third quarter. Laurel Highlands getting the football back, leading by 4. Mustang defense for a second week in a row, stepping up in the second half.
Mustangs take over on down.
Well, that was huge because, you have all the momentum in TJ's favor, even though they never took the lead yet. But now somehow, some way, if the Mustangs can muster some plays here and somehow figure a way to get some points on the board, and, all of a sudden now you're thinking there's a possibility that they can hang on.
Need a little insurance, though. 1st and 10. A little option run here from Gallagher, and a nice surge forward as Rodney gets across the 40 down to the 41-yard line. Gain of 9 to bring up 2nd down and 1.
Yeah,
now you want some of those long drives, Steve, like you had last week up in Westmoreland County.
Gain of 9 on a play.
No.
2nd and 1.
Shouldn't snap this ball while the play clocks aren't working, so I wouldn't snap it till at least.
Well, if you snap it here and you run the football, you don't have to snap it again here in the quarter.
Right.
Down to 35 seconds 2nd and 1. High snap coming back. Rod brings it down. Inside run going to Tucker. Needed only a yard. I think he got just that.
It's really close to where they marked it.
And they might actually, Steve, have to snap it here again if they reset it to 25 after the clock stopped there momentarily. But no, they're not going to have to snap it. The Mustangs will come to the sidelines, and they'll take a lead into the fourth quarter against Thomas Jefferson.
But, Brian, take a lead and also a little bit of momentum shift back in their favor.
Correct, after stopping TJ on downs. The Mustangs 0-28 all time against Thomas Jefferson. Opportunity to pick up a win tonight. They lead by 4. We'll head to the fourth. We're back at 60 here on the Sierra Brada Group High School Sports Night.
Let's face it, sometimes local is just better. Locally grown, locally sourced, shop local, eat local. What about local expertise? At Allstate, Russ Blejo is just that, a local. So contact Uniontown area Allstate agent Russ Blejo so Russ can help you with protection that's right for you and the things you love most. Allstate, are you in good hands? Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Keep your legal needs close to home. Attorney Vincent T. Berry specializes in criminal justice, wills and estates, family law, and personal injury. Attorney T. Berry is located at 84 East Main Street, across the street from the Fayette County Courthouse in Uniontown. When you need to consult an attorney, make your first call to Attorney Vince T. Berry. It will be the only call you need to make. Call 724-430-0300. That's 724-430-0300.
Opening play of the fourth quarter for the Mustangs. Hand off to Jaden Tucker. And Tucker running over to the near sidelines is going to lose 3. Back to the 39 as the Mustangs work right to left as we describe it here in the fourth quarter. That'll bring up 2nd down and 13. Janusak on the tackle defensively for Thomas Jefferson.
Somebody's hurt. That may be Tucker. Let's see, they're lifting him up or they're trying.
Now, UPMC Centers Rehab Services injury timeout. And again, Steve, you lost Keandre to Shields earlier. Keandre without shoulder pads on the sidelines. Antoine Black was a little dinged up.
Yeah, that
He's
looked
been back
to be
on the field.
Like a knee or ankle situation for DeShields. This one got the binoculars on there, and he was holding his left thigh for a minute, but I don't know what they're looking at. That may be black down there.
You're not sure if it's Black or Tucker then, so we'll wait to confirm here with 11:37 left in the fourth quarter. 28-24. Mustangs will step aside for a quick 30 here on the Sierra Brada Group High School Sports Night.
M&R Transit, locally owned and operated by the Scott family, has been helping students travel safely to school in Fayette County for more than 3 years. M&R Transit is a proud sponsor of the Laurel Highlands football team, which is all of our area teams the best of luck. For more information about M&R Transit, phone 724-439-3164 or stop into their office at 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown.
That was Jaden Tucker, Steve, but the good news is Tucker just kind of popped up and walking to the sidelines. Is limping a little bit, but
he certainly looks like he's going to want to reappear.
Needs a little break here, and he'll have to check out anyways after the injury timeout. So 2-yard loss in that last play. It's 2nd and 12. Gallagher's going to put it up, looking near side into double coverage for Antoine Black. Pass was underthrown and almost intercepted. In and out of the hands of the defender there, Jason Salmon.
Yeah. The worst part about that is it stops the clock.
Correct, with 11:19 left in regulation, and the Mustangs up 4. At 28-24. And the Mustangs will have a bye next week. They won't play again until 2 weeks when they travel to Trinity to take on the Hillers.
You know what time it is now? It's time for Gallagher to roll out to throw one and then just take off and run and get a first down.
TJ will host Trinity next week.
I don't know if they have that play in their playbook. They certainly do it a lot, and it'd be a good time for him to do one of those.
3rd and 12. Rod hangs in the pocket. They're coming after him. Rod in trouble. Rod is trapped, and Rod about 30 yards behind the line of scrimmage just throws it away. That was a tough spot there for Gallagher. Just couldn't get anything going there, and the line of scrimmage was the 40, and it was released the football
so
near the 10-yard
far
line.
back he had to throw it away. And he couldn't just keep the clock moving and just take a sack.
Give a jag down. Might be a cramping situation here on the far left with 11:09 left in regulation. Mustangs up 28-24.
Dangerous punting again.
We'll step aside for another quick 30. Another UPMC Centers Free App Services injury timeout. Mustangs up 28-24, back in 30 here on the CR Barada Group High School Sports Night.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com, and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing the Mustangs a successful season.
Aiden Whalen was the injured Thomas Jefferson player. Whalen able to hop off onto the TJ sidelines. Here we go again, Steve. Another punt for the Mustangs. Harry Radcliffe will stand back in the Laurel Highlands 25. They have Sullivan and Lowry back deep to receive again for TJ. Harry able to bring it down, though. A bit of a shorter punt. Will hit at the 35. Don't take a Mustang bounce, and what a bounce it took. All the way down inside the 20, and we'll go out of bounds right around the 19-yard line. So that's where TJ will start first and 10. 10:59 left in regulation. 28-24 Mustangs are back at 30 here on the CR Barada Group High School Sports Night.
UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Back here at Mustang Field, Lippincott on the 1st and 10 carry from the 19-yard line, able to get 2, maybe 3 down to the 22-yard line. Tristan McCoy making the tackle there for Laurel Highlands. Bring up 2nd down and 7. So Steve, you have TJ with the football. They're down 4. 10:36 left on a running clock, and a long field ahead of the Jags.
And you need a touchdown because you're down by 4. So
2nd and 7. Evans under center, hard count. I think he drew his own guy off.
Yep.
Penalty flags on the play.
Left guard jumping early there. Mike Hutchinson coming across early there for the Jags.
That's a big.
You
need a lot of things to go right to win a game like this. If the Mustangs, let's face it, TJ's probably the better team, and it's just everything needs to go right. And so far, a lot of things have, and that's one you may look back at. They got 3 or 4 yards on 1st down, and they lost it all on a false start. So now you got a 2nd and 12. And that may force a little different type of play call, and now they're going to get a timeout by Thomas Jefferson. So you're wasting another timeout with only 2 left.
We'll take one as well. 9:57 left here in regulation. 28-24 Mustangs. Let's take a quick 30 here. 30-second timeout here on the CR Barada Group High School Sports Night.
Looks like COVID may be with us for a while, so it's time to order your free at-home COVID test so you will have them when you need them. Peach Pharmacy can help you get your free COVID test. Just call 724-626-9600. That's 724-626-9600. Or you can stop it in the pharmacy inside Peach and Market in Connellsville. Peach and Pharmacy also has all the COVID vaccines and boosters available. So while COVID may be with us for a while, Peach and Pharmacy is with you.
Back here at Mustang Field, so the Jags forced to burn a timeout. And you really hate to take that, Steve. Final 10 minutes of the game, you're down 4.
In case you're wondering, Brian, I know you're inside the cozy confines. It's 54 degrees out here now, so there's no wind, and it doesn't look like the rain's going to get here like we thought. And the winds is really not blowing much at all, so pretty comfortable for the players.
2nd and 12. They'll bring Sean Sullivan in motion. He'll reset up in the slot left as Evans looks like he's going to put it up. He'll look for a quick out far side. Low throw ball's incomplete.
See, with that penalty changed the play call.
Had to throw instead of run.
Yep, and now, even though they've been throwing a lot more this year, they haven't been throwing a lot tonight, and that is probably a little uncomfortable for everybody concerned. And now you have 3rd down and 13. And the way that they've been playing, Black kind of limping off there. You see that?
Yeah, they got injuries like crazy. Tucker out, Keandre out, Black hobbling off as well. And these second teamers now are going to have to step up. Steve, next man up, 3rd and 12.
Here comes
They're
middle
set up the
screen.
middle
Watch
screen
out.
on the near side. Tipped and picked
Yes.
up. And Leland Layhew with the interception there for the Mustangs. You can see that developing.
Yeah.
Layhew with the pick, and the Mustangs set up with an opportunity to go up 2 scores.
But Layhew's hurt, Brian. He's hurt. Maybe he's got a cramp. But if he doesn't stumble, maybe he got a cramp and he stumbled, but he walks into the end zone. But he made a great catch. It was a ball tipped, and he caught it, and he was just kind of stumbled down. Nobody touched him. But still, the Mustangs will take it in business at the 16. Hopefully that's just a cramp for Layhew. The Mustangs, though, sniffed it out. You can see that screen coming. They were kind of throwing it right towards us, and that looks like a cramp walk to me, Brian. I don't know if you've ever had those. But that's
But what a big play there off the tip drill. Layhew scored on a scoop and score earlier on in the game.
Anybody had a cramp in their back of their leg knows that feeling is painful. But that's a pain right now that Layhew's probably enjoying because he made a play of the game for the Mustangs. And
he's certainly a candidate for one of our Davis and Davis players of the game. Had a scoop and score, set up an interception, and now an opportunity for the Mustangs to go up 2 scores. Gallagher out of the shotgun, line of scrimmage, the Thomas Jefferson 16-yard line as Rod takes the snap. Little play fake, they're coming after him again. Need to get rid of the football. Rod scrambling to the near side, throws on the run, and it goes
away.
Out of bounds and incomplete. Closest wide out for the Mustangs, there was Josiah Lewis.
That's not one thing, but that's one of the many things he can do. He can extend a play like that. A lot of quarterbacks would have got sacked for a 15-yard loss there, and he turns a negative play. But the thing I don't like, Brian, is that stops the clock, and you got to. I mean, I know it's 9:39, but you got a chance to beat a team you've never beaten before in 30, 40 years.
Gallagher again out of the shotgun, 2nd and 10, inside, hand off and bouncing off a couple of guys. Jaden Tucker, good to see him back in there, and Tucker takes it down to the 11-yard line, picking up 6.
And a good job by Tucker. He could have probably picked up another half a yard and probably would have fell out of bounds, but he goes down, and another injury, this one to a TJ player.
See, we also have to thank Laurel Highlands Athletic Director Mark John and the entire football coaching staff as well for helping us out a lot tonight. Of course, we had the threat of rain. They allowed us to put an extra camera up there on the top of the press box in the location they're normally at. So I have to thank them for their help and accommodations like always, allowing us to bring you Mustang football and also keep our equipment safe here as well tonight.
Yeah, you threw me outside again as usual, but that's fine.
You like it out there, though.
Yeah, I like it out here. I'm out here with my people.
So the situation now for Laurel Highlands, you're up 4. You have 9:23 left in regulation, and you have a 3rd and 5 upcoming from the Thomas Jefferson 12-yard line. And turnover certainly played a big factor in this game tonight on both sides.
And I know you're looking at it, 28. You probably figured, okay, a field goal puts us up by 7. But, boy, if you could somehow get a first down and take another 2 or 3 minutes off the clock would be huge.
He also, if you can get it into the end zone as well and go up 2 scores.
Yeah.
The way TJ's been moving the football tonight, we haven't seen quite the big play strikes like we've maybe seen on the Mustang side. And we're able to break a couple of plays there.
Think about the touchdown that they got on the one that was Sullivan caught. That was tipped. That should have been an incomplete pass.
Yes.
And if was that Black that tipped it?
Yes.
I think it was Black. If Black tips that ball anywhere but right to the bread basket of Sullivan, which was just a lucky bounce for TJ, and give Sullivan credit, he made the catch.
Injured TJ player was Peyton Kruger.
There's 2 injured players.
Good to see Kruger making his way to the sidelines, and right, there's another one over there as well.
Ball on the 11-yard line, 3rd and 5. Mustangs.
So now you have 3rd and 5 for Laurel Highlands from the TJ 11-yard line. You need the 6 for a first down. You have Tucker lined up on the left tip of Rodney Gallagher. Twin receivers to the far side. Single coverage on Antoine Black here on the near side. 9:18 left in regulation time. Mustangs up 4 as Gallagher takes the snap. Play fake is going to keep it himself up the middle and ride a little surge. Gets down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Needed 5, got only 2. The ball, though, in the center of the field. Well positioned here for Harry Radcliffe. A field goal puts you up 7. And here comes the field goal.
I'd like to see him go for this. Boy, I tell you what, I know the kid's a good kicker. It's nothing against kicking, but, I mean, you just want to keep the clock moving, and you want to get 7. You don't need, 3 only puts you up by 7. You want, I want 7 points here.
It'll be a 26-yard attempt for Harry Radcliffe. The good news is it's right in the center of the field. TJ is going to come after this one. Leland Lehue is the holder. With the Mustangs up 7, clean snap coming back. Lehue puts it down, plenty of distance, and that kick is good from Harry Radcliffe. So Radcliffe coming through. 26-yard field goal for the Mustangs. Laurel Highlands goes up 7. 8:24 left in regulation. We're back in 60 here on the Sierra Prada Group.
There's a flag.
Check the flag.
No.
Well, we'll check that flag when we come back. We're back in 60 here on the Sierra Prada Group High School Sports Night.
Chris Parker Jr., what's happening for September at Autoland?
We have $500 HMS bonus cash on select new 2023 Hyundai models that are arriving daily. And if you're looking for good gas mileage and a great deal, lease a new 2023 Hyundai Elantra SE for just $219 per month for 36 months. Come see us for details.
Doesn't Hyundai highlight their Hope on Wheels program in September?
September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, and Hyundai wants to emphasize their Hope on Wheels program, which donates to pediatric cancer research with every new Hyundai purchase. And Hyundai is committed to pediatric cancer research all year long, not just in September.
And every new Hyundai comes with 3-year free complimentary maintenance and Hyundai Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, 10-year 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, and 5-year 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper coverage. Autoland Hyundai, 25 East Fayette Street, Uniontown, or visit their website at AutolandHyundai.com.
You always pay less to drive the best at Autoland Hyundai.
26-yard field goal from Harry Radcliffe has the Mustangs now up 7 at 31-24. Again, if you're just joining us, Laurel Highlands 0-28 all-time against Thomas Jefferson. Looking for the first ever win in school history over the Jacks.
We were just talking to the Laurel Highlands scorekeeper guys, and we're laughing. I said, how the officials have their little huddle afterwards, in the end zone after a score. I said, you wonder if they're wondering how they're going to, put a couple calls to go against the Mustangs to keep the TJ back in this game.
Radcliffe sent it off to Sean Sullivan, who got decked out of bounds.
There we go. There's one right there.
Well, that was a clean hit, though, still in play when he got knocked out of bounds. So I'm interested to see what they're going to call here, because it wasn't a late hit, because the hit was in the field of play and actually knocked him out of bounds.
Yeah.
And it's also interesting, Steve, Sullivan took that football inside the end zone. Usually that's a dead touchback if your foot's on anywhere inside the end zone when you receive the football on a kick return. He took it maybe about a yard deep inside the end zone, and the personal foul here is against Thomas Jefferson. So I think what happened is you had Sullivan knocked out of bounds, and a TJ player took exception to it, then returned the favor to a Mustang. It's kind of like the second man in. The Mustang hit was legal. The TJ hit was not.
Well, this worked out better for the Mustangs, because if the ref would have called it correctly, he should have said touchback, and it would have been the TJ ball at the 20. So they let him run it out. He was his foot was in the end zone. Now, you don't know if the ball broke the plane or whatever. I don't know what the rule is on that, so we'll give him a benefit of the doubt. But if either way, he could have easily let it be a touchback. But he ran it out and then gets the penalty, so now it's ball at the 17.
Actually, back at the 13.
13, yeah,
back at the 13-yard line as Evans takes the snap. Inside handoff and getting down to the 19-yard line for about a 6-yard gain there to bring up a second down and 4 is Lippincott.
Well, the good news for the Mustangs is that TJ has turned this into pretty much a one-dimensional attack, right?
Yes.
They're giving the ball to Lippincott. So the Mustangs, all those blue shirts got to look at number 25 and go tackle him. And it doesn't seem like there's a lot of trickeration going on right now.
And for a TJ team we thought was going to throw the ball a lot tonight, it's been quiet in the passing department. 2nd and 5 now. Well, fullback dive going there to Janusak, but the Mustangs have that well read as Janusak maybe gets a yard down to the 20. That'll bring up 3rd down and 4.
Yeah.
Seen that called a couple of times tonight. Janusak just entered the game, 4 carries, 14 yards.
It's been a lot of turnovers in this game. And I tell you what, if you get another one now, that could be
game over.
No, don't say that. But it's not the game over. But it would make it a lot more difficult for TJ. They're only down 1 score, Brian.
We haven't got there yet. You're getting close to one of those gotta-have-it plays here for the Jags on a 3rd and 5. For their own 18-yard line. Single back is Lippincott behind Evans, and Evans going to put it up here again.
Wow, that's
Screen
a backwards
to
pass. He's going to lose yardage.
Get back to the line of scrimmage for no gain. But the good news for the Mustangs, it's 4th down, and your TJ pinned inside your own 20-yard line. You almost have to punt here.
Well, I don't know.
6:45 left, keeping the offense on the field. They have 2 timeouts left. Mustangs 2 timeouts remaining, and they'll bring on the punting unit.
Tell you what, Gallagher's the only guy I let back there, right? And I would almost let him, if it's a high punt with people around you, let it bounce.
Don't run it back, yep.
Don't, well, just don't, if you catch it, here it comes.
And Graham able to send it away from his own 5-yard line. Good punt, angled on the far side, goes out of bounds right around the 42-yard line, where Laurel Highlands will start 1st and 10 when we come back. 6:19 left in regulation, 31-24 Mustangs. We're back at 30 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Don't fall behind on home improvement projects. Let First Federal of Greene County help you with the heavy lifting. Planning to remodel your kitchen or bath? Considering an addition, patio, or new roof? First Federal gives you all the tools you need. Home equity loans, construction loans, owner-builder loans, and FHA Title I home improvement loans. With offices in Fayette, Greene, and Washington counties, your loan stays here. Visit a loan officer today or apply online at the new ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, and MLS number 458729.
Mustangs starting this drive from their own 45-yard line. 6:19 left in regulation. Laurel Highlands leads by 7. Inside handoff going to Jaden Tucker, and Tucker able to pick up 2 down to the 47 to bring up 2nd down and 8. Again, if you're just joining us, the Mustangs without Keandre DeShields had a big touchdown reception back in the opening quarter, but went out with an ankle injury, so without one of their top guns, of Antoine Black actually playing as a wide receiver. He's been dinged up. Tucker's been dinged up as well tonight for the Mustangs.
Wow, those play clock's not working. It's really working against. And I know they could watch the official put his hands up when there's 5 seconds left.
2nd and 8. Kuzier came in motion. Handoff going to Tucker again, and Tucker loses one back to the 46. You concerned, Steve, at all that the play calling a little too complacent at this juncture of the game?
No, not really. I just, I think they should be a little, I'm always one to go for the pass and throw it down the field, as a former quarterback. But I think right now you got to keep the clock moving. I mean, you're trying to beat a team you've never beaten. You've never beaten them. It's not like you've never beaten them in 10 years. It's been forever.
0 for 28.
Yeah, you got to hold on the football. Your defense is playing well. Keep it in Gallagher's hands. Not too many exchanges. Let's not fumble the ball.
3rd and 9. Gallagher out of the shotgun. Looking like he's going to put it up, and he will. Far side into double coverage. Hunter Kuzier was run over.
Yeah.
There's a pass interference call there against the Jags. So TJ.
Is that 15 yards or 10?
15. And so TJ doing the Mustangs a huge favor here. And that's a mistake you typically don't see out of Bill Sherpack coach defenses.
Well, you could see it. I mean, he ran him over, and
the pass was going to be incomplete, too. So they'll move the football here inside the TJ 40.
Our guys thought they were going to wave it off and say it was uncatchable.
Yeah.
but that was a – so now please run the football.
Yeah, now I agree with you.
Keep it in Gallagher's hands.
Totally agree
Tucker, just keep it on the ground. Run another 3 minutes off the clock.
4:59 left.
Hold on to the
Tucker
football.
inside run. Positive
2
play,
hands.
getting a yard, maybe 2. In the timeout situation here on the game reset, both teams with 2 remaining. 4:47 left. Mustangs up a touchdown.
You got to be a game manager now. You got to be like Bill Cowher or what's the Steelers coach you always complain about? What's his name?
The current coach. I like the game management. Bill Cowher.
Bill Cowher. That's what I said. Not Mike Tomlin's game management skills.
No comment.
Yeah.
2nd and 9 here for Laurel Highlands from the TJ 38. Gallagher again with Tucker on his left hip.
He's waiting.
I agree. This is good. Kuzier coming in motion, and they'll pitch it forward here on the jet sweep. Hunter trying to turn the corner, gets inside the 40, hangs on to the football down to the 35. Got 3, maybe 4. Bring up 3rd down. Clock moving. 4:04.
Now that's a forward pass because he pitched it, but that's about as safe as a forward pass as you're going to see.
8 of 2 on the play.
And I know the kid's got a big leg, but Brian, I'm not taking a chance kicking a field goal.
I would not kick a 50. You're looking at 53 yards from here.
Now, if you get to the 20 and you've got a 4th down, maybe, but now with the time as a factor.
Wind is at your back. 3rd and 7. Option run. Gallagher himself inside the 35 down to the 34. So this is an interesting call here, Steve. You're looking at
well,
4th
you know,
and 5.
he's going to go for the field goal. I can't believe this. I mean, that's just. I mean, I know he's a good kicker, and he's probably going to make it. And everyone's going to say I'm an idiot, but you know, you missed this field goal, and you can get it blocked.
You could also send a guy back here if you're TJ, the old Auburn, Alabama play, and they're going to send Sullivan back. He had a 52-yard attempt. He had a school record 53-yarder going the other way earlier on this year.
Not
so
really,
53 yards for Harry Radcliffe.
I hope he makes it.
This would put the Mustangs up 2 scores. High snap coming back. Leahy puts it down. Line drive kick from Radcliffe, no good. Was short, missed it wide left. So Thomas Jefferson will take over with 2:50 left in regulation, still down a touchdown.
From their own 35.
See, here's you go. You get now you punt it, you kicked it in the end zone, so the ball goes to the 20.
Does go to the 20, correct?
So if you go for that and make it, it's almost game over, right? If you make a 4th down and 4, so then you get the ball at the 30-yard line, right? It's probably would have been about because it was the ball was.
That's the only advantage of kicking it there is the fact that from a field position standpoint, maybe you felt better kicking it down instead of punting it down, just the way some of those snaps have been coming back.
No, I understand that. I'm just trying to win the game. I don't want to give TJ a chance. I like a field goal if you can make it, but I want to make a 30-yard field goal with a minute left, not 3 minutes left.
The 2:50 to play. Thomas Jefferson 80 yards to go, down 7. Evans going to put it up and in space. Look out here. Breaking a tackle on the far side on the run. That is Jason Salmon taking it down to the TJ 43-yard line. Gain of 23.
Salmon run out of bounds on the far side by Cruiser.
Don't want to give that up to start the drive.
Yeah. You're only up.
22.
You're only up by 7.
Thomas Jefferson.
You know, that's what I'm saying. You get that first down, Brian, you could make another 2 minutes go off the clock, and then you get a 25-yard, 30-yard field goal, and you win the game. But 52 yards is that's a big ask in high school football when it's cold.
1st and 10 from the 42. Under center is Evans. Looks to throw again. Quick out, far side, has a man close to another first down. In fact, he has it in a Mustang territory down to the 48-yard line. And that was Salmon again, Steve. So Salmon on back-to-back plays, picking up big receptions there for Thomas Jefferson. Salmon's 5'8", 155 junior came into the game. 11 catches for 109 yards and a touchdown.
The only thing now, if you're the Mustangs, you might want to consider a timeout to kind of
reset the defense, but you might need that timeout.
They switched Gallagher and Tucker. You notice that they were throwing to the left every time, thrown away from Gallagher. So now they put Gallagher over there on him.
1st and 10 from the 47, looking deep middle. The ball sailed over the tight end. Jordan Mayer was tipped by a Mustang defender and could have been intercepted. Nonetheless, incomplete pass brings up 2nd and 10. And Mayer certainly a big target over the middle of the field. 6'5", 235 pounds. Now 2nd and 10, 2:06 left in regulation. TJ with the football, the Mustang 47-yard line. Of course, the clock stops after that last incomplete pass. Jags come up to the line again.
Clock is stopped on pretty much every play. They've either gotten out of bounds or incomplete.
Yeah, we don't have the play clocks working right now either. Evans under center this time. Lippincott the lone back. 3 wideouts. Twins to the far side. Ball on the left hash mark. Evans to throw again. And that ball scooped up by Salmon. He gets down close to another TJ first.
They mark him in bounds, though. Yeah, they mark him in bounds, so that's going to...
It's going to be 3rd and 1. He needed 10, got 9. So 3rd and 1.
This is interesting here because you can't...
Well, move the football.
You don't want to run the ball and let the clock continue to run, but you almost have to get the first down.
1:43 left. Again, TJ has 2 timeouts. QB sneak Evans had a nice surge there and takes it down to the 35.
Evans on the carry. Stopped by a host of Mustangs.
The clock will stop momentarily here for the first down. They'll get the chains set.
They did this earlier. Isn't it supposed to stop for them to move the chains?
Should.
Yeah.
But it didn't.
Yeah.
1:25 to play. TJ breaks the huddle. And they still have 2 timeouts left. Down 7, down to the Mustang 35. They'll snap this football with 1:15 to play as Evans drops back. Evans feeling some backside pressure, and he'll get sacked back at the 40-yard line.
Billy Barton.
The Mustangs, Billy Barton, and Barton's had a huge game for Laurel Highlands tonight.
It's
They'll
gonna
likely have
force
to take a timeout. And they will take a timeout here. We'll step aside for a quick 30. 1:08 to play. Mustangs looking for their first win ever over Thomas Jefferson. Up 31-24, back in 30 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
McClure & Wolf, certified public accountants, your full-service accounting firm serving the tri-state area since 1926, is conveniently located at 538 Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Offering tax, accounting, auditing, payroll, management advisory, and estate planning services, McClure & Wolf is recognized as an industry leader in providing their clients with quality professional services. To find out more about their services, visit them online at www.mcclurewolfcpas.com or give them a call at 724-437-2000 for McClure & Wolf, certified public accountants.
1:08 to play. Big sack, Steve, from Billy Barton, who's had a huge game for the Mustangs tonight.
That was play of the game. He made some big plays in the first series just to set the tone, and none bigger than that one there with a sack.
Now 2nd and 15 after the sack. Line of scrimmage, the Laurel Highlands 40. Evans back under center. Lippincott the lone back. 3 receivers, 2 to the far side. Evans looking to put it up. Coming back to the ball, but the pass short of the intended wide receiver, Ryan Lowry on the far side to bring up 3rd and 15.
The back shoulder fade, and he just threw it behind him.
And Steve, just a note, Jason Taylor told me in between when we had that quick timeout, the official signaled to run the clock. It wasn't him. It was the official down there that never signaled to stop it on that last first down.
Well, good for us.
1:03
good for
to
the
play.
Mustangs.
Now you have twin receivers to each side. Load back again is Lippincott. This is a gotta-have-it play for the Jags. Pressure coming up the middle, just a little flip forward going there to Lippincott. A nice run inside the 30, down to the 29-yard line, under a minute left. TJ needed 15, Lippincott able to get 10. And we get another timeout called here by the Jags. Wow. With their final one, as they'll try to set up a play here to keep their hopes alive tonight. We'll step aside for another quick 30 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt at Watson Mundorf LLP wish the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and all of our local teams the best of luck this year. Watson Mundorf is a premier regional law firm whose experience and expertise empower it to not only be an advocate for its clients, but also provide them with exceptional service to exceed expectations. With offices in Uniontown and Connellsville, they are local and here to serve you. Call 724-626-8882 for attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt.
Back here at Mustang Field, so Steve, it's coming down to this.
Yeah.
Gotta have it play for the Jags. 54 seconds left, 4th and 5. Thomas Jefferson out of timeouts. Line of scrimmage, Laurel Highlands 30-yard line.
Well, it's the play of the year for sure. I mean, it's of course, if they get the first down, then we could have another chance for another play of the year. But defensively, this is you got to have it moment. And if you're TJ, do you really chance giving the ball to Lippincott, thinking he can get 5 yards? I don't know. I think they're going to throw it. Yeah, that's a risky. The Mustangs have given up some yards, but they've also made some big tackles.
Lippincott came into the game, Steve, averaging 4.6 yards a carry. As Evans comes under center, twin receivers to each side. 4th and 5 for the Jags, trying to stay in this one. Evans takes the snap, looking for a quick out. Far side has a man first down at the 20 and out of bounds at the 18-yard line. Salmon, so they're still alive.
Big cushion, big cushion. Tough, that's tough. You don't want to let a guy run by you. And
Salmon's had some big catches on this drive.
That's just a good play. That's a good, nothing really. The Mustangs did poorly there. They just gave a little bit too much cushion. And
now down to the Mustang 18-yard line. Ball on the left hash, 1st and 10. 49 seconds left on the clock. Thomas Jefferson cannot stop it. They quickly come to the line here. Lippincott remains the back. So your running options might be limited. As Evans takes the snap, he'll put it up here again. They're coming after him. Evans in trouble. Just throws it across the middle. The pass was tipped and almost intercepted by Mayer, was the intended wide receiver.
Another cramp situation.
That was Hunter Kuzier able to hop up, though, Steve, and he wants to stay in the game. No injury time.
He wants to stay in the game, but boy, you can't afford to cramp up on a play now.
Correct. You go down, it could be an open man into the end zone. With an
That was
opportunity
McCoy, Brian, 15 for the Mustangs that could have had a chance to intercept that ball.
Leahy was back there, though, too.
Yeah, well, 15. I had the binoculars on.
Okay.
So it was 15 McCoy.
Line of scrimmage, the 18-yard line. 2nd and 10 here for the Jags. 44 seconds left in regulation. Evans again under center. Lippincott the lone back. Twin receivers to the far side. Tight end right side of the line. Single coverage with Sullivan here on the near side. Evans going to put it up. He's looking end zone. Far side. The pass is tipped, juggled, and incomplete.
Wow.
Receiver actually made the catch, though, but out of bounds, Steve, in the back corner of the end zone.
Yeah, he's only going to have 1 foot in, and that's McCoy again on defense. And, boy, the Mustangs, they are all gasping for air out there. They're spending a lot of energy.
And they're looking for Salmon again on the far side. He's been the target down that far sideline this entire drive. Now 3rd and 10 for TJ. 38 seconds left in regulation. Again, Laurel Highlands up 31-24.
What you need here is somehow, some way, tackle him short of the first down. That's going to put TJ in a little bit of a panic mode.
Correct. 3rd and 10. Evans under center, same formation. Evans looking across the middle. The catch is made, and it should be enough here for a TJ first down to the 7-yard line with 32.9 left. So they'll move the chains. Clock stops momentarily, and now you'll have Evans quickly come up to the line here and just clock it with 28 seconds left, and they'll have a 2nd and goal.
Evans' pass is tight.
Well, nobody said it was going to be easy.
No, you're right on that.
Bring back a 2nd down.
And of course, if they scored a touchdown, it would come down to decision time, too. Would you kick an extra point or go for a 2-point conversion in the win?
Well, I think the way they've ran the ball on us, I would go for the tie and take my chances in overtime, right? But you never know. Coach Cherpek may say, let's get out of here, give it to Lippincott and be done with it. Now, you're going to be careful here. They're going to maybe run the ball, but if they don't get a touchdown.
Timeout. Mustangs taking a defensive timeout, so 28 seconds left. Mustangs up 31-24. Step aside for a quick 30 here on the CR Bronner Group High School Sports Night.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes. Severe heartburn, chest pain, and regurgitation are symptoms of gastroesophageal reflux disease. This can lead to complications including ulcers, narrowing, and precancerous cells in the esophagus. At SWGI, our board-certified gastroenterologists, Drs. Ruthart, Calabrese, Hoppy, and I specialize in the care of reflux. Call 724-437-7677 or visit swgispecialist.com.
Back here at Mustang Field, boy, Steve, this drive hasn't been easy on the fans on either side. Talk about the emotions swinging back and forth in this game, especially on the Laurel Highlands side. Never a win over Thomas Jefferson in school history. How many times has Thomas Jefferson taken Laurel Highlands out to the woodshed over the years?
Yeah.
Haven't had a Fayette County team knock off TJ since Uniontown did back in 01.
Well, they got two flanked out to the left.
One to the right. Sullivan again, single coverage to the near side. A little movement there on the line as Evans takes the snap, looking middle. Pass ball's incomplete, but a flag coming in. Might be a pass interference call here against the Mustangs. You had a lot going on there. Some motion there on the line as well as the ball was snapped back. But I think you're going to have a pass interference call against Laurel Highlands here in the end zone.
Well, it was only a matter of time before we got a couple calls go against us. That's
25.5 left, and the line of scrimmage now will be inside the 4.
2nd and goal from the 4.
About the 3.5-yard line. 25.5 left. And it's 2nd and goal. You don't get the automatic first down. That could be big as well. Evans under center. Lippincott the lone back. They don't have any timeouts left. Evans takes the snap. Rolls far side. Pressure coming. Martin's there. The ball's loose. TJ recovers, but they can't stop the clock. The clock's going to keep on rolling. Down to 15 seconds left. This will be 3rd down. This is 3rd and goal from the 14-yard line. Down to 10 seconds left. They get over the ball. Evans spikes it with 7.4 left.
So now you only got one down.
Yep, one
so
down.
You wasted down on a spike, which you almost had to do. So now you got 4th down.
Boy, how big has Barton been tonight?
So now, if you're LH, would you call a timeout and at least talk to your guys? I would, yeah.
Burn your last one. Can't take it with you. Just make sure everybody's in the proper space defensively from 15 yards out. TJ touchdown, put them within 1. Again, they can't get a first down anywhere. It's 4th and goal. 4th and goal here for the Jags.
So this is touchdown or lose right here.
If you're Laurel Highlands, you might want to see how TJ lines up, then take the timeout. Evans comes to the line under center. Twin receivers to the near side. Single
that's
coverage
exactly
to the far
right.
side.
You're exactly right, Brian. That's what they did.
TJ will get an opportunity to.
Bill Chirpak's not. This isn't his first rodeo, so he's going to probably change the formation now.
I would think so.
Yep.
What do you draw up here, Steve? Of course, you look at the second half. Salmon's been so big, especially on this drive down the far side. But Sullivan's your top guy coming in. 22
well, you got to set up.
Yards
You got to give yourself. You got to give your quarterback a little time. And Barton has been in his face a lot all game, so they got to figure somebody way to block Barton, keep him out of the backfield, to give at least the quarterback a chance, right? A chance to throw the ball down the field. Evans has decent arm. He's got to find somebody in the end zone, and now you got to, with the Mustangs, you got to knock the ball down. Yep. Don't try to be a hero. Don't try to tip it up in the air. Just knock it down and try to avoid any penalties.
Might be the gotta-have-it play of Laurel Highlands in their entire school existence as far as a regular season game is concerned. 4th and 15, or check that, 4th and goal here for Thomas Jefferson. 7 seconds left. Evans under center. Evans takes the snap, has time, looks end zone, the ball is tipped, falls incomplete. No flags, and for the first time in school history, Laurel Highlands will down Thomas Jefferson.
Just got to snap the ball. Flag. There's a flag, but that's a celebration. Yep.
So the Mustangs 0-28 coming into this game, all time against Thomas Jefferson. Will pick up a 31-24 win here tonight. And Steve, this will open up some opportunities for the Mustangs. Home playoff game, maybe?
Oh, maybe.
They'll have a week off next week. We mentioned it earlier, and you wouldn't let me elaborate on it too much, but you look at Rodney Gallagher, 2 WPIL championships in basketball, playoff win in football for the first time in school history last year, and leads the team to a victory over Thomas Jefferson for the first time in school history.
TJ fans fouling out quickly. Not happy, not used to this.
There'll be 2 losses in a row for the Jags. They'll drop to 3-3 overall as Gallagher takes a knee, and the Laurel Highlands Mustangs knock off the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars for the first time ever. 0-28 coming into the game.
Fans rush the field. The band's on the field. The band's on the field.
They deserve to rush the field tonight, Steve. 31-24, your final score. Stay tuned for our post-game show brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon. Comes your way next year on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
You'll become a basket case.
When you are looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday, 9 till 5, and Saturdays, 8 till 12 noon, closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus or Rags a call today at 724-439-3228 for Cherokee Recycling, where recycling makes the most sense.
South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon has spent his life helping others. Now in his 17th year of service, he previously served us as district judge for 24 years after 8 years of teaching our kids. Like in football, Rick Vernon knows that it takes a team to produce winning results. Let's keep our great team of supervisors together. Rick Vernon says, "Go Mustangs!"
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Silva and Son Body and Fender Repair. Currently in their 59th year of providing quality, reliable service to the community, Ted Silva and Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They will gladly blueprint your vehicle for repair, and they will work with your insurance company. With a paint booth that utilizes the environmentally friendly waterborne paint process, Ted Silva and Son not only cares for our community and our children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it is the goal of Ted Silva and Son to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way possible. Family owned and operated for 59 years. Call 724-437-2351 for Ted Silva and Son Body and Fender Repair, LLC. Proud to sponsor local high school sports.
Hi, I'm Cameron.
And I'm McKenna.
And we're here to tell you about our youth groups.
Every Thursday at Trinity United Presbyterian Church in Uniontown, we sing songs, play games, and learn about the Bible.
We also have special activities throughout the year, such as video game parties, Nerf nights, and bowling, along with other activities.
The fun starts at 5:30.
Join us for a great time of food, fun, and fellowship.
Youth group every Thursday at Trinity Presbyterian Church.
Quality care doesn't have to be hard to find. NovaCare Rehabilitation has locations in Uniontown and Masontown and is accessible for all of your recovery needs. Same-day appointments and no referral needed means making an appointment is an easy process. Industry-leading treatments, including LBST Big Therapy for Parkinson's disease, which increases mobility, improves balance, and